What is good, everybody? It's your man EC1 coming at you with another live stream. And guess what? We got one more week into draft day. Hearing Howard Roseman's press conference today stood out to me, okay? Because a lot of people told me that the Philadelphia Eagles wouldn't draft a running back at 10. When I heard Howie Roseman's press conference, it opened my eyes because it told me one thing, that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do something that is unoriginal from what they do usually. See, a lot of people tell me we shouldn't draft Bijan Robinson because it's not normal. But I keep on telling the people this. You're not going to get your defense back in 1 year. There's some things that you have to do in order to be back in the Super Bowl. And at first, I wasn't on the Bijan Robinson hype, but watching this kid, I see why people like him. The kid is fast. When he gets in the second gear, he's gone. He's shifty. He can make people miss. He's physical. If you don't want the best player available, I need you to get a clue. Because to me, you're not going to be able to find a defensive end except Jalen Carter and Will Anderson. So why wouldn't you not take a running back? When you're one way away from a championship, when you're one way from a Super Bowl, when you have already the best offensive line in football, the best quarterback in football, the best receiving core in football, why wouldn't you not take a running back? Yeah, it's not usually normal to do that. But the Philadelphia Eagles are here to win. And a lot of people are talking about, oh, let's draft a defensive end. But does that really make you a winner? Because we're here to win this year. Next year, you have a chance to go back to a Super Bowl. It's not about this year. It's about the next 4 or 5 years. You want to give your quarterback another safety blanket to help him out. You don't want him to take a pounding. You don't want him to take a beating. You don't want him to end up getting injured. The Philadelphia Eagles got one of the best running backs in this draft. Why would you not take him? Yeah, it's not normal. But at the same time, it makes sense. It does. When you talk about this league and day in the league, you got to be able to score points. The Kansas City Chiefs were outscoring us. That's how they won. So how do you match up with a team that's scoring points? You get more points scored on them by getting players who can score those points. Hearing Howie Roseman said this, when they asked him, are you going to take a running back? He said, we're not just going to take a running back. We're going to take a running back, but we're going to take a difference maker. And that brought me up to Bijan. The Eagles are only two teams who have brought Bijan Robinson into Philadelphia are the Eagles and the Buccaneers. Bijan Robinson at 10 is the way I'm going. Unless Jalen Carter is gone. Okay, I can see you drafting Jalen Carter. But I'm not taking no Van Ness, no freaking other defensive tackles. No, that's reaching. You got another first-round pick next year. Draft an offensive lineman there. When you got a lottery ticket, you don't just throw it in the garbage. You don't go out there and just spend on a little bit. You go out there and you get the best car, right? When you go to the mall, don't you want to see the hottest chick? Don't you want to date her? Do you want to date the ugly chick because you don't have to pay too much? No. You're going to find this girl that's going to be attractive, right? That's the same thing when you look about a running back, man. What attracts the Eagles? A running back that can make people miss out the backfield. A running back that's going to do everything you want him to do. Bijan Robinson at 10 makes sense when you're one way from a Super Bowl. At normal days, if you're not ready to win, you don't draft a running back. And if you got 2 first-round picks, this is where you draft a running back. It's a luxury pick. You don't usually get the 10. People run around here like we're bad, like we're not good enough. We just made the Super Bowl last year. I need people to check their posts. Check your posts. Because if you don't want the best running back, there's something wrong with you. You got a chance to get the best player available. I'm sorry, I'm not going for need. I'm going for the best player available, whether it's Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, or Bijan Robinson. My boy Ray Hiden is coming soon, so he said 5 minutes. We're gonna talk about it. But watching this kid play, YouTube don't copyright me. It just entertaining, educational purpose. But watching this kid play
is what he's going to next offense.
hold on. Turn down the volume so I don't get copyrighted for that. Shout out to the guy who made this though. But watching this kid play is everything you want in this kid. Bonafide when I start, I'm talking about a bonafide star. See the winning side of it for. Look how he's making look crazy. A running back at 10 don't usually happen, but when you're one way from a championship, sometimes you do it. We talk about day in the league, you got to be able to score points. And when you got other positions to fill, you do that in the later rounds. With the 10th pick, the Philadelphia Eagles need to give Jalen Hurts another weapon. You paid him all that money. My God, give him another weapon. Bijan Robinson just not just a running back. He's a difference maker. He's a game changer. You talking about a guy that can do everything. The guy's a difference maker. He's a player. So when people say they don't want this type of running back, I say check your posts and get a clue. Because if you don't want this type of luxury in your offense, then you don't want to win championships. Because to me, it sounds like you just want the bare minimum. Well, we don't need a running back. We got Penny. Penny's only there for 1 year. And Penny cannot stay healthy. You're trusting a running back who can't even stay healthy. Why Seattle let him go? Gainwell is not a number one running back. He's a good number two. You need that luxury piece to help your offense. You don't want Jalen Hurts to be the running back. You want him to have the offense of pieces to succeed. And how you do that, you get him a guy like a Bijan Robinson at 10. Yeah, usually you don't draft running backs. But in this case, when you're one piece away from a championship, I'm sorry, doing it. I'm doing it. The guy is everything you want in a running back. And yes, usually if you have one pick, I get it. But you got 2 first rounders. You got a pick next year. You got a second rounder next year. Draft the best player available. Your offense is going to thank you because you're going to be able to score points and blow teams out. If you were in a different conference, you were the Chiefs and the Bengals, I understand taking defense. You're in a weak conference. Who's going to stop you? The Cowboys? They don't even have one. And they're trying to trade up to get Bijan. And that's be the last team I ever let get a running back like that. So, my boy Way Hiding in the building. What's up, Way Hiding?
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if Carter is not there and Will Anderson's not there, I'm not reaching for defensive end. I'm sorry. I'm not taking the offensive lineman. I'm taking Bijan if he's there at 10. When you got the pieces, you got the offensive lineman, you got the receiving core, you got everything. You got an MVP quarterback who just came off an injury. You don't want him to get hurt. You want to give him the weapon so he can, so the running back can take some yardage off your quarterback. You want him to be healthy as possible.
Yes.
And that's my perception on Bijan Robinson. When you watch this kid, look at the kid. He's make people miss, and he's doing it with a lesser offense. They had 3 different offensive linemen started. Now it's lineman that's a Pro Bowl caliber offensive lineman. See what he does. This man had 3 offensive linemen starting for him, and he was able to make that offense look good. Come on, man. I don't know how you wouldn't want him. You know what I'm saying? Like this kid's a beast. Look how he's just charging people like that. I've never seen that type of shit since LeGarrette Blount. Never seen that type of stuff. We never had a running back like that since LeGarrette. Have you seen that type of physicality from Miles Sanders? I've never seen him truck people like that.
No.
I mean, listen. I
We
mean,
need
just to look at this. Breaking
we need to know how
tackles.
much he benches.
Man, I dude, like, and we had. I understand you want draft defense, but if Jalen Carter's not there, Will Anderson's not there, are
Yeah.
you going to reach for a defensive end? Are
No.
you going to reach for one?
No.
I'm not reaching for one. Quarterback. You don't need an offensive lineman. Like people saying we should draft an offensive lineman. So what? We're going to let him sit behind who? Who are we going to let him sit behind? If you draft an offensive lineman, he's a day one starter. Because I'm not redshirting in a first round pick. Just it don't make sense. Some people just say stuff that don't make sense, man. Bijan Robinson doesn't look bad when you look at it. At first, it's like, oh, you're talking crazy. But when you look at the situation that we are right now, we were one way from a championship. And you got to be able to score points. And when you lose a guy like Miles Sanders, you need to be able to replace him.
Mm-hmm.
Like people saying running back is not in need. I disagree. I need you to check your posts. Because who thinks Penny's going to stay healthy? I don't know if he's going to stay healthy. He's banking on himself. Do you
And then you
trust
got
Penny in
the,
the backfield to stay healthy? Because I don't.
and then you got the other guys like Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott. Do you really want to rely on them to be first?
Exactly. And when you watch him, look at this kid. Look at this kid. How can you not want that? Just imagine with that offensive lineman. Look at this. He did it with a less. This is a bad offensive lineman. He was able to just kill a defense. Like, come on, bro. It's a no-brainer. Look how he's making people miss. Usually you don't draft a running back, and it's not the popular opinion. You want to draft defense. You want to draft offensive line. The Eagles don't draft running backs. Well, I just remember people saying we don't trade for receivers.
Yeah.
And the Eagles went out and got an A.J. Brown. Howie Roseman has changed. He's changed his stripes. He's changed everything that he'd done before. When you were GM and you learned the hard way, you watch guys like Justin Jefferson go. When you watch guys like Arcega Whiteside being your offense. When you watch guys like Miles Sanders not live up to his potential. When you see guys that you passed on, you're not going to make the same mistakes.
Mm-hmm. You learn from them.
You learn from them. I mean, the kid is everything. Look how he's changing directions. We talk about running backs who hit the holes. Look at this. Come on. I've never seen a running back like that since Saquon came out of Penn State.
Mm.
It's not a popular opinion. Yeah, I saw Matt Patricia signing it's bad chemistry. I don't know, man, because if Darius Slay is good with it, because they asked Nick Sani, is Darius Slay okay with it? He said he talked with them. If Matt Patricia's not in Darius Slay's way, I don't care. If he's just a guy that's going to help out, that's fine. If he talks shit to Darius Slay, you got to go. Because if Darius Slay's okay with that, I can't complain. Who am I? But it's like, I'm looking at it this way, right? You got a good offensive line. You got one of the best offensive linemen in football. Just imagine you put an elite running back with an offensive lineman that's damn good.
Mm.
People saying let's draft a running back in the fourth round. So you don't want the hottest chick. You want the ugly chick because you'll spend less on her. Come on, man. See, I want the hottest chick. When I go to the movies, I want to be with the hottest chick. I don't want to be with the ugliest chick. Because I might spend less on her and I might not be attracted to her that much. Come on. What are we doing? As you watch this kid, how do you not want this type of guy?
Exactly.
Like, at first, it's like it doesn't make sense. But when you lose guys like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, when you lose guys like Hargrave, when you lose guys like that, you're not going to be able to get them in one place. It's going to take a while for you to get back to that. And there's going to be guys in the second round that's going to fall to you. You don't need to draft. If Jalen Carter is gone and Will Anderson, who are you taking? You taking Vanessa? I'm not taking Vanessa at number one. I'm sorry. If we do that, I'm losing my shit. Because I don't think he's been a starter last year. I think he was hurt all last year. No, take the best player available, whether it's a Bijan Robinson.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about, well, we don't pay running backs. I don't need them to pay running backs. But if you have a guy for 4 to 5 years and you have a window to win a championship, that's when you draft a guy like that. We'll worry about the contract later for Bijan when he's done his contract. He's going to be on his rookie deal. You're not going to have to worry about running back for the next 3 to 5 years because you're already going to have a number one running back on your team.
Mm-hmm.
So people telling me we should draft a running back next year. Let's draft it next year. So you're going to spend another first round pick next year on a running back when you can get one now? That don't make sense to me. You
And
know
if
what I'm saying?
and if he's successful, do you know how many times DBs and linebackers are going to be creeping in the box?
Yeah. And was Jalen Hurts pulling it too? I mean, just thinking about it just makes me ooze, man. Just thinking about it makes me just wanna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just imagine him doing RPO with Bijan Robinson in that backfield. How scary would that be?
Ooh, man.
Just imagine him pulling it when you think Bijan Robinson is going to run it. I mean, dude, and look what he can do. He can catch out the backfield. We talk about guys catching out the backfield. The cuts are smooth. Look at this. Just get off me. Look at that. I mean, look at this. I mean, if you're not impressed, look at how he's just making people miss off of him. Like he doesn't want to be. He's hard to bring down.
Look at how fast he's getting to that second level too.
And people telling me that I don't think I think Gibbs is better. Well, why them both running backs not better? Why can't we not have either? I don't mind Gibbs. But to sit there and say Bijan Robinson is not better than Gibbs, I disagree. I think both can lead an offense to a Super Bowl. But if you had to pick one guy, it'd be Bijan Robinson because the physicality, the way he makes people miss, the fact that he's not afraid of contact, the guy is physical out the backfield. He can catch out the backfield. He's a receiver slash running back. He's everything you want in a running back. You get running backs like that who just can run and be shifty. But you don't get the whole package usually. You don't get the chance to get the whole package. When have we ever got a whole package of a running back on our draft board? It don't happen usually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you think of him with that offensive lineman and how Jason Kelsey and them boys could block for him. I mean, look how he's fighting with that bad offense. That offensive lineman is trash over there, man. It wasn't good. They were starting second rounders and third rounders. You telling me you wouldn't want that with a elite offensive lineman? I need people to check their posts. Because if you're saying that you rather have a less of a running back in the fourth round, then you don't want to win. Because I want to win Super Bowls. Bijan Robinson in that, and I'm telling you like this, I know it might not be official, but if you put Bijan Robinson last year on that offense, he's scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Miles Sanders couldn't get to the second level. In the Super Bowl, I never seen Miles Sanders get to the second level like that. And to me, Miles Sanders, he's more of a Miles Sanders on steroids. Like, you get a guy that's a Miles Sanders on steroids. Why would you not want that? You got to replace Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a huge loss. Let's be real. As much as I don't like him, he's a huge loss for the Eagles. You're not just going to sign a penny and think, oh, well, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Let's draft a defensive end. No, man, because that's loser mentality. You don't draft for needs. That's how you end up with Rager.
Yeah.
Draft the best player available. Devontae Smith was the best player available. You drafted him, and look how he turned out.
Mm-hmm. And when you saw that there was nothing available that was good, you went and traded for A.J. Brown.
Exactly. People talk about let's trade for Derrick Henry. So you go and trade for a running back when you can just draft a running back and have for younger years. Makes no sense. If I'm going to get a running back, it's going to be in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trading for no 31-year-old running back who has his tires almost completed.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, well, let's trade for Dalvin Cook. I'm not trading for no Dalvin Cook. Get a running back that's fresh legs.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch this kid, how do you not want him? Look at this. I mean, look at how he's changing. Look, come on, man. I don't understand some people's points. I get running backs are not usually the thing you do, but in this case, when you're one piece away from a championship, you do the unnecessary things sometimes. Running backs usually are not the sexy pick, but in this case, when you got a chance to get elite top running back and you're one way from a Super Bowl, how do you get back? You get guys that can help your offense.
Yes.
I mean, when you watch them, don't you? Wouldn't you want that type of offense, running back in your offense?
Yeah, because schematically it can do a lot to tire a defense down. You're going to have to focus on this running back, and that's really going to take the focus away from A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. And that's something we really need.
I mean, look at this. Get it to the second level. Look at this. Get off me. Look at this. Second level.
Oh, and you're going to see a lot more play actions in the RPO too.
Exactly. And I just want to put this quote up real quick. Hold on. Let me pause this because I just saw this on my Twitter page and I thought this was very interesting when it comes to beating. Hold on, let me pause this real quick because they asked Howie Roseman flat out, would you take a running back? And this is what Howie Roseman said, and I think this is very interesting because when you talk about guys like Bijan, they're obviously Howie Roseman because it's been talked about, right? But the fact that number one, Bijan Robinson has been the guy that is supposedly has interviewed the Eagles have interviewed him in the office. There's only two teams that went up to ask person to ask him, hey, how you feel. But I want you to ask Bijan Robinson. Hold up.
Mm.
Uh, hold on. Let me pull this up. I want to show you this because the fact that Bijan Robinson, because people say, yeah, I met with them, but here's what Bijan Robinson said, and I think this is very interesting because when the Eagles want someone, they'll meet them face to face.
Yes.
Hold up, hold up, hold on, hold up, hold on, ready? So let's pull that up real quick. All right, let me move this out of the way. Share this. Share this. There you go. There you go. Let's pull this up real quick. I want you to hear Bijan Robinson's response. I think this is very interesting. So, the Dan Patrick show. I guess the Patrick show, whatever the freak the show is. But they asked him, right? We had him.
Mm-hmm.
Who met with you? And this is his response.
How many interviews have you done? How many teams you met with?
I've been to two teams, and like for official visits to their city, only two teams.
And those teams are?
The Eagles and the Buccaneers. Of the two teams I met with. But I've been talking to a lot of teams on Zoom and stuff and on calls.
I mean, listen, I'm not a genius, but when the Eagles met you and they brought you in early, they have interest in you. They brought him early. They brought him in February. We in April. And those are two teams that actually brought him in fiscally. Any team, if they were really interested in meeting him, they could have brought him in their facility. So this tells me that the Eagles do have interest in drafting a running back. Because Bijan said two teams who met with him. Not Zoom called him, not do none. It's not like this COVID year where you can't see players. No, you could see players now, You can bring them in your facility. Two teams. The Eagles, the Buccaneers.
Yes.
I mean, if that doesn't show you that they're interested in taking him, because Jordan Davis, they met with him. A lot of times they called teams on Zoom. They met with Jordan Davis. They brought him in the facility. It was them, Sauce Garner. They brought Bijan Robinson early. That should tell you something. That they were looking at this offense, say, how do we get better with this offense? I don't know. What did you think about that interview?
I don't think really any of it. I think just two teams are really serious about him, and the other 30 aren't. So there's a 50-50 chance that he could come here.
Yeah, I mean, and why would you not want him? Like again, because when you watch the guys highlights, because here's another clip
I was
right here.
juiced. I was excited. Yeah.
Um, but they asked Howie Roseman, um, about Bijan Robinson. Howie Roseman was not going to tell you what you want him. He's not going to tell you, hey, look, we're going to draft Bijan Robinson. He's not going to say that, but you get the clues.
Yep.
You're
always going to get his
where is
poker
it?
face.
Where is it? Let me go to my messages because I sent it to people because I've been sending people all day. I've been sending it to Bijan Robinson. By the way, shout out to Smith the Eagle.
Get him
But
that like
I've
button,
been
man. He's been on his A1 every day.
yeah for sure. But they asked
To
Bijan
take-
Robinson
I
this.
think the most important thing when you're picking in the first round, certainly when you're picking 10, is that you get a unique player. And I think that there's so few unique players in any draft that if you start picking by position and not based on the quality of the talent, then you really you get a chance. So if you pick by position and you pick a player who's not any good, then it's not a good pick anyway. And so I think the most important thing for us here is that we we utilize this opportunity to get a unique player for our team. Certainly not planning to be picking at this point in the near future. That doesn't mean obviously things happen, but we're not planning for that. And so we understand how important it is to get this right. And how do you get it right is you make sure you get a unique player. And so I think that if you start saying, hey, we can only get a unique player, but it's got to be this position, you really narrow your options right there. And so just trying to be as open-minded as possible about what that looks like and making sure that whoever we pick is somebody that we think can really
Unique player. Guys that are going to be impact players. Guys that are not going to be needs. The best player available. That sounds like a Bijan Robinson all over again. A guy that's not going to be a need. A guy that's going to be an impact player. A guy that's going to be, what do you say, unique?
Yep.
Unique. So we talk about running backs. What are they? They're unique, right? Running backs are needed. Now he could be talking about Gibbs, but you already know he's talking about Bijan. I mean, I don't need to try to overthink. We know what Howard Roseman just said. He doesn't have to say it to us. We know what he's trying to
He's
say.
going to dance around it, but really, we know what he's trying to say.
Exactly. And they asked him, would you take a running back? He said, we're not going to just take a running back. We're going to take a guy that's unique and special.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only two running backs I think that are special in this draft. Gibbs, out of Bama, and Bijan Robinson. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? You got Bigsby in the fourth round, but to me, that's for a guy like in the third round you can get. But he said, we're not going to take needs. If you take needs, you're probably not going to get a good pick. Means he talking about Rager. Because they took Rager because it was a need.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 50 to qualify offense. But it wasn't the best player available.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Like people telling me Bijan Robinson won't happen. I don't know about that one. Because that response right there could mean Bijan Robinson. Because if we're not going to take needs, we're going to take the best player available. And we're going to take a guy that's unique. This is out of his mouth. Jeffrey Lurie also said in his press conference, we want to have offense to score points.
Yes.
When the Eagles interviewed Devontae, what were they doing? They were playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gave you clues what they were going to do. I mean, I'm not a genius, but the writing on the wall is Bijan Robinson. And I would not be surprised if he's at 10. They're going to take him. Because when you pay the quarterback, you got to build weapons around. By the way, also, Jalen Hurts and Bijan Robinson have the exact same agent, Nicole Lynn.
Mm.
So, Bijan Robinson and Jalen Hurts been talking. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And they're both coming from the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. And again, when you watch this guy, man, again, like, when you watched him and you watch the response that this guy has, man, it's eye opening, because when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles and what they need another running back. If you think this running back core is set, I don't know what you're talking about. Because if you think Penny is going to be a reliable running back, because I heard you yesterday talk about we don't need running back. Yeah, at the time we don't need running back, and it wouldn't be a need. But I'm just looking at it this way, right? You're not probably getting all these guys back in 1 year. Defense is not going to come in 1 year. It's going to take at least 2 to 3 years at the draft
Yeah.
to get all these guys back. You got 2 first-round picks. Draft the best player available. You can get defense in the second and third. You can get one in the 30th pick. Those guys are going to be falling. You can get one next year. There's going to be guys in this draft next year that you can get that probably going to be better than Jalen Carter next year. This always is. When are you going to ever see a running back like that? There's always running backs who come out, but they're not going to be on this. They're not going to be like no Bijan or Saquon. It's going to take a while to see another running back like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, people don't like taking running backs, but this is very interesting, and it opens up my eye because shout out to the guy who wrote this. But I think it's very interesting because we talk about guys who do that, who and let me pull this out real quick so you can see the article. But it says it's interesting because the only other team to host Bijan Robinson, the top 30 was the Buccaneers, sitting with the 13th overall pick. If the Eagles
That's
truly want
19.
Robinson, they might. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like top 30 with the 19, excuse me,
Yeah.
and the Eagles with the 10th pick. The Eagles are not going to pass him on no Bijan Robinson if he's there. I want people to understand this. The Eagles got a chance to get one of the best right. Remember something. They wanted Christian McCaffrey in the trade last year. They wanted to trade for him. That was one eye opener. They were interested in Kareem Hunt. So obviously they didn't feel like they had the right running backs to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Because they didn't put Miles Sanders back because they didn't think he was the right running back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nick Sirianni did not like the running back that Miles Sanders was. Nick Sirianni likes those physical running backs who can catch out the backfield that can do all certain things.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that 2 teams have met with him, I know I'm beating around the bush. I know you're tired talking about it, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the Bijan hype, man.
I'm starting to get there.
It's starting to get there. It's like the tape don't lie. He's the best running back out there since what? Maybe you could argue Saquon.
I'll argue Najee Harris.
Yeah, well, Najee Harris had no offensive lineman either. That was a bad pick for the Steelers too. He has no offensive lineman over there. That's when you don't draft an offensive running back. When you have no offensive lineman and he's your only guy that you rely on. That's when you don't draft running backs. That's when you're like, all right, you got to get a quarterback and all. We got everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I say take a running back. When you have one piece away from winning a Super Bowl. And let's be real, when this Super Bowl, did we ran the football that much? Because listen, we couldn't even run the ball on them.
No.
We struggled.
And that's one of the weaker defensive running teams.
Mm-hmm. We struggled to run the ball on them.
Mm.
How many times have we been on 3rd down, 3rd and 1, and we couldn't run the ball? We had to do a quarterback sneak because we didn't have a number 1 running back that could get us those yards.
Oh, and plus, this is going to make Jalen Hurts avoid an injury. This helps us.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You see what 500 was talking about? You see that? When you paid him all that money, you're there to build around him. This is why I'm saying this Eagles team, I'm telling you, it's not going defense. They're going to go opposite. They're going to go offense. They're going to try to do everything they can to get Jalen Hurts as much weapons as possible.
Okay, I'm on board with Bijan Robinson now.
Because Everybody's talking about Eagles going defense. Howie Roseman's going to go offense. They just paid Jalen Hurts. They just got Quez another compensation. By the way, Quez Watkins was funny for saying, I'm going to make you eat your words. Okay, all right, we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
He needs. To,
I thought that was funny.
he needs.
It's like, go ahead.
I say he needs to go. I don't care what he says.
I'll give him one more chance.
Please.
But it's like to me, the Philadelphia Eagles, it's the best player available. You have a luxury top 10 pick. It's not like you're going to have that 10th pick again. Why not use it for a guy that's going to start right away?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to draft an off. So let me get this straight. For people saying we're going to draft an off, well, let's draft an offensive lineman. So you're going to set a guy out who's a number one pick, but rather get a player that's going to start immediately.
Mm.
That don't make sense to me. If you're going to draft a guy in the top 10, he got to start day one.
Yes.
People say let's draft the corner.
That's usually why the draft is so high.
Exactly. I'm not taking no offensive lineman in 10. If we do that, I'm going to be pissed. Because you're going to redshirt him for a year. I'm sorry, I'm not. If you're going to take an offensive lineman, then you trade back. And then draft an offensive lineman. I'm not taking no offensive lineman in 10. There's no need to take an offensive lineman in 10. You got your offensive lineman. You can draft one next year in the draft. If you feel like Lane Johnson has 2 more years, you can draft one. You got another first round pick next year. People don't understand we got another first round next year.
Mm.
Don't we?
We do.
So it's like you got a top 10 pick that you should have never had. Take advantage of it. Give Hurts a weapon. You're there to help your quarterback out. That's the thing that we didn't do with Carson Wentz. We never took advantage. Now, he was a bad character, dude. And that's why the Eagles didn't build around him. But this is a guy that's humble and respectful. He gave you the luxury to build around him. Take advantage of it. Build around this kid. Because I'm going to tell you like this, Bijan's not lasting past 10. Someone's going to take him in the 13.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets past. I don't think he gets past Dallas.
I got a bad feeling he's going to be taken before 10.
Yeah, I know. I think the Falcons will take him because they freaking sorry.
Yeah, and we don't want him to go on a sorry team. Like before we mentioned before this stream even happened, we were worried that a bad team with a bad offensive line was going to take him before we get a chance to take him.
Perfect to Bijan Robinson. Please go to Philadelphia so you don't have to be with that trash ass freaking over dumpster fire 28 to fucking 3 team.
Here's something ironic though. What are the chances that we trade up? Because we're worried about
Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, for Bijan. Because
Imagine jumping the Falcons and Sleet his own live.
he said he's not going to go live for that. He said he don't even care about the draft.
You know, it's so funny. I was watching Kyle Brand, and it was funny because Kyle Brandon said, "I want Bijan Robinson to go to a team that's ready for him." Because every time we see a running back, they go to bad teams. Saquon Barkley went to a bad football team.
Good point.
I mean, who else went to a bad football? Adrian Peterson went to a bad football team.
Yep.
We've never seen a running back go to a really good football team. And I want the Eagles to break that.
Yeah.
Because if you do and draft a running back, imagine what teams are going to start doing. They're going to draft running backs. Sometimes you got to set a trend.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't draft running backs usually. But when you got a top 10 pick, and I think Howie Roseman knows this, when you pay Jalen Hurts, I bet you Jalen Hurts said this, build around me. Give me an elite running back. I think that surgery, even though it wasn't this year, I think it scares the Eagles because they're going to do everything they can to make sure Hurts is upright. They don't want him to get hurt.
Right.
You just saw him injure his shoulder. What happens if he tears it?
He just had surgery on his ankle this offseason.
Yeah, for a 2018 ankle injury because he was running too much. Why do you want to put your quarterback? People say let's draft a defensive end, so you're going to neglect Jalen Hurts, what he has done for you. I think that's stupid. If Jalen Carter and Anderson are off the board, which is more likely they will be off the board, there's no guarantee that they get to Philadelphia. Then you take Bijan Robinson. He's the best player available. I'm sorry. I don't care if he's a running back, a kick return, a punt return. I don't care. If he's the best player available, you take him. You fucking need. Get the guy that's going to bring you a Lombardi trophy. It's all about this year. I don't care about 2 to 3 years down the road. Worry about then down.
Now,
We are in a win mode now. When you go to a Super Bowl, you're trying to go back.
exactly.
When you got 2 elite receivers, an offensive lineman that's one of the best, and you put an elite running back with a great offensive line with the best receiving core,
And you know this cat isn't going to drop the ball or fumble.
oh, absolutely not. He's not going to try to do too much like Miles Sanders, who dances in the backfield and try not to hit the holes. He's going to hit the holes. He was saying, well, we got to get Gainwell a shot. Gainwell is a number 2. He's not. I need people to understand this. Gainwell is not a number 1 running
I
back.
think
He's a good number 2.
if we make him number 1, we're force feeding him, and he's eventually going to get injured.
And not only that, you would save Penny from getting hurt because there would be a running back committee. So you would get Bijan touches, Gainwell touches. You would have a three-legged monster in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You would have 3 monsters on running the football. I'm sorry, that's dangerous. If you are the NFL, you do not want the Eagles to get Bijan Robinson.
No.
That's the last thing you want.
It'd be a disaster for the rest of the league.
It would tear up the league.
They'll be complaining about us having it easy, getting an easy way to the Super Bowl again.
They're already complaining about how Roseman manipulating the cap space. They think that should be banned from what he's doing.
Robbery.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want just an Alvin Kamara. I want an Adrian Peterson on my fucking offensive line.
Alvin Kamara is a bit too shifty for me, but I like him though.
Like, if we go compare Gibbs to Alvin Kamara, then give me the Adrian Peterson, Saquon Barkley type running back. Give me a guy that's going to not be afraid to make you miss. I'm tired of this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am tired of shitty dancing running backs. I want a running back that hits the holes.
I'll put it to you like this way: you want an old school bang bang running back, just like them days in the '60s where they weren't afraid of contact. You like that backyard football.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think it's a host, bro. I think they hired him. I think they hired him. If you want to check on your phone real quick, let's see if they did hire him, because I think they did hire him. Nick Sirianni did say they hired him.
Let me check real quick.
Because I don't like that. I don't like that idea. I think if you put Darius Slay, you don't sign that petition. But if Darius Slay's okay with him. By the way, Darius Slay had a podcast with AJ Brown. Check Darius Slay, this podcast.
According to ESPN, Eagles hired Matt Patricia as senior defensive assistant. Quote, obviously his resume speaks for itself. It gives you a great mind, and there's that level done at his highest level, Sirianni said.
No, Bobby, I disagree, because if Howie Roseman takes an offensive, first of all, if Howie Roseman takes an offensive lineman this year with the 10th pick, I'm going to be mad. Trade back if you're going to do that. So for Zansky, if you're going to take an offensive lineman, you trade back. There's no need to take 1 and 10. You're going to redshirt him for a year?
Skoransky.
I don't care what his name is. Soronsky, Stinksky, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't want an offensive lineman. You don't need to draft an offensive lineman with the 10th pick. That is stupid. It's stupid, in my opinion. Don't you agree, Rihanna? You can trade back and get an offensive lineman. There's no need to reach for a 10th pick.
No.
I understand offensive lineman is your bread and butter.
I think that's a terrible time to get an offensive lineman.
Exactly.
So much later in the draft.
If you take an offensive lineman, I'm breaking my fucking TV.
If we take off,
I'm breaking my TV.
that pretty much guarantees that we're replacing one of our starting 5.
Well, and my logic is, what does it mean for Jurgensen? You don't believe in him, so why did you draft him in the 2nd round?
Yeah.
So you're going to redshirt Jurgensen for another year?
Wait third round.
Well, Jurgensen got to play this year.
You got to wait for the third round before you even think about doing that.
Dude, I'm telling you right, it's Bijan or nothing. If Trayon Carter and Anderson off the board, you take Bijan off. You turn in that card like you're turning in that girl for a fucking a celebrity. You turn in that card like you're like, I don't know. You have good sayings. I don't know. You turn in that card so fast that your head would spin. You turn in that card immediately. You do not waste time. Bijan's at 10, Jalen Carter, Anderson off the board. Bam. Bam, no brainer. Take them.
Mm-hmm.
Take them. Because you can get a safety in the second round. There's no need to draft a safety. That's another thing. People tell me, let's draft Branch at 10. I'm not drafting Branch. If I'm doing it, I'm trading back. You got 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, be aggressive.
And I think how Roseman has changed his ways. I don't think he's taking offensive lineman.
Yeah.
That did not look like he was taking offensive lineman mode. Because Howard Roseman said we usually build in the trenches. This guy looks like he wants to give Hurts weapons. That's what I heard from his little press conference. If you watch his whole press conference, they said that we like Jalen Hurts. We're going to build around him. He better chance of taking a. Yeah, again, that's the old Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman has changed though, Bobby. He's changed though. Howie Roseman is going. I'm telling you right now, Howie Roseman is not going to take the offensive lineman, bro. Do not start me. I will lose my shit if he doesn't. Please, Bobby. Please, man. I will lose my shit. I know where you're hiding will lose your shit. Because if that's the case, take the Ohio State receiver if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Like I do not. The 3 guys that I don't want is the offensive lineman, especially that dude, man. If you want to take an offensive lineman, take Paris Johnson Jr., who's been in the big school.
Yeah.
We need a running back. I'm tired of people saying we're finding a running back. We're not finding a running back. If you think we're finding a running back, you're an idiot. I'm going to be flat out right with you. You're an idiot. You need to check your posts. You need to get a clue or 2 in your head. Because there's no need to sit there and say, we shouldn't take a running back. Because if that's the case, you do not want to take the best player available. I need you to check your posts. You're an idiot. And I want to flat out say that to you. For anybody who said we should take Bijan, it's not, we don't need Bijan, you're an idiot. Because if you don't want the best player available, then you do not want to win. And if you don't want to win, then I can't talk to you. I can't have a conversation with you. You and I cannot be in the same park as we're going to Eagle games. Because you and I are in the same boat. You're in this small school bus with your blue cap on your head, and I'm the guy that's trying to win championships.
So I got a question for you. If we do take Bijan Robinson, and
No, I'm not going to be on no fire Howard Roseman, but I will be mad. No, Howard Roseman's done a great job. I'm not going to be on fire Howard Roseman. I'll just be mad. And I'll get over it.
So
you said what?
So if we do take Bijan Robinson this year, and next year happens, and we find out there's another revolutionary running back out there, and he's on the board, and we're next, do we pick him because he's the best player?
No, I mean, listen, and the reason why I say Bijan Robinson is because you don't get the 10th pick because you're a good team. Usually you get the 10th pick because you're a bad football team.
Yeah.
The Eagles went to a Super Bowl. You lost defensive players. If Jalen Carter's off the board, are you taking Van Ness? I'm sorry, I'm not taking no Iowa defensive end. I will trade back then if that's the case. When you got a 10th overall pick, that's when you go for running backs. When you got a good offensive lineman. Dwayne Johnson's going to play for at least 2 more years. You don't usually take a running back when you're not in win mode right now. But when you're Philadelphia Eagles and you're already clinching, you already are, we're better than the Giants. We're better than the Cowboys. We're better than them shit-ass Washington Commanders. I don't care what owner they get, okay? We're better than the owner. We own the comp. We're going to own the NFCs for the next 3 to 5 years. I don't care what anybody says. They're not competing against us.
Hey, look, weren't we just talking about this the other day? Like, who has the best quarterback for each team?
Okay, we don't take them at 10, then we better trade back and get them. I'm not letting Dallas take them. I'm sorry. Hey, Bobby, I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised how he takes them at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be surprised. Howie Roseman spoke. These are not my words. These are Howie Roseman words. Howie Roseman said, they asked him, do you take a running back? You heard what I heard, right? He said, we're taking a guy that's unique. We're going to take a guy that's the best player available. Offensive lineman is a need. If they're going to take the best player available, why would they take an offensive lineman? That's a need. That's a guy that's a player. You're going to take the guy that's not going to be the best player. You take the guy that's the best player available. Worry about need later.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. If the Eagles take an offensive lineman, man, I'm going to be mad, but I'm going to get over it. But it's like, if Bijan turns out to be an elite running back for another offense and someone else takes it and they're loaded up, then what do? Because to me, it's like you screwed the pooch on it. You have a chance to take one of the best running backs in decades. You don't usually have that opportunity. We have other positions like you don't have a quarterback usually. We just have a quarterback now. He's 24 years old. Go around him. You can get offensive lineman next in his draft. This shit needs to be about Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Give the kid a weapon, and let's go win a championship. This is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I would take Bijan 10. Absolutely, you would. Are you serious right now? Bobby, you and I need to get on the phone and take Bijan when Howie picks. We just before he takes an offensive line, we'll just act like, sorry, Howie Roseman, sorry, we're going to pick for you. No, but like I feel like Howie Roseman's not going to mess up. I feel like he's going to do the right thing. For 2 years, he's done great at drafting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to mess it up now. I think Howie Roseman knows what he's going to do. I think Howie Roseman is going to do what we want him to do. I think Howie's just going to listen to the fans, and I think he's going to take Bijan. I think he's going to take Bijan at 10. I think the Eagles take a running back at 10. I do, because it's not just a running back. It's a luxury, explosive pick that's going to help Jalen Hurts out, and they're going to help their quarterback out. They learned from Carson Wentz. They learned from their past mistakes. When you didn't build around McNabb, you're not going to do the exact same thing you did with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Way Howden? Whatever I said.
Basically alluding to everything that you just said. You got to take the best player available, and if Bijan's there, you got to take him. You don't go any other way.
I mean, again, people don't like it, and I understand. It's not a sexy pick. I mean, it's a sexy pick for me. But, yeah, there's some nerds out here that think, let's take defense, let's take edge. Fuck out of here with all that shit. I'm not taking no fucking edge. If I'm going to take an edge, I'm going to take one in the second round. You got a chance at an offense that's going to be so explosive. You had a Bijan Robinson with this offense. When did we win a Super Bowl? What did we have? We had a LeGarrette Blount. Why was LeGarrette Blount so important? Because he couldn't make people tired. We don't need shifty running backs. I'm going to tell you, like, the shifty running backs don't work in Philadelphia. We need a running back that's going to that's not afraid to lay their pads on people. That's going to be aggressive. That's going to run physical. When Jordan Howard was in the game, we were tearing out defensive ends like crazy. That's how you have to win.
I see two teams that could possibly take him before we do. That's the 8th and 9th spot with the Falcons and the Bears.
I think the Bears are going to draft I think they draft Jalen Carter. I think they draft Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter goes to the Bears. I think the Falcons take an offensive lineman. I know a lot of people talk about they're going to take a running back. They got a running back over there. They got Patterson. Why would they take a running back to me? They don't make sense to me. They need a quarterback, for real, because I don't think they got a quarterback. I think they're going to draft a quarterback. I really do. I think it's going to be quarterback, and the Falcon fans are going to be mad.
So I'm going to name you the first 9 teams. Tell me if you think they're going to take Bijan Robinson. The first one is a hell no. That's the Panthers. What's your thought?
And they just paid Miles Sanders.
Number 2, the Texans.
Now, here's an interesting thought, right? Because I did hear reports that they're not interested in any quarterback in this draft. According to reports, they're really high up on Anderson. I need them to take a quarterback.
Yeah, me too.
because that would open up a lot for guys to go get the Bijan early. You might have to trade up then.
Yeah. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals.
Will they take a Bijan Robinson though?
They got a lot of needs. They do.
Would they take a Bijan Robinson to help Kyler Murray coming off an ACL?
He's not coming back till probably October, November.
Right.
Number 4, Colts.
No, because they got Taylor over there.
Yeah,
They're going quarterback. They're going quarterback. I have no doubt in my mind.
Seattle via trade, number 5.
They got Walker. They got their running back over there. They got Walker over there. And they're going. I think they go. I think they go. I think they might go quarterback too.
Number 6 right here is a huge hail nah. This is the Detroit Lions.
Now this is an interesting thought, right? Because Detroit Lions, do they believe in that running back that they just drafted? What's his name? The
DeAndre
running
Swift.
back. Do they believe in him? There's rumors that the Lions met with the Lions like Bijan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Would they take him though? I mean, that would be a typical Lions pick right there. It's taking a running back.
Number 7, the Raiders.
No, I think they might go somewhere else.
Now, here's the part where we have to really worry about these final 2 picks before us. Number 8, the Falcons.
Fuck that team. Do they really need running back though? Do they like?
Who they got
Yeah.
back?
They got Patterson and who's the other guy? Didn't they just draft one last year?
Yeah, Cordell Patterson.
So to me, it's like, why would they take a running back? They need quarterback.
Yeah.
They need offensive linemen.
And then lastly, number 9, the Bears.
I don't think they would take Bijan Robinson. They got running backs over there.
I don't know, man.
See, I think the Eagles trade up for Bijan if they want him.
Yeah.
I think they're going to trade up. I don't think they're going to stay at 10.
What's it going to cost?
Maybe next year's first round pick. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a second rounder, a third rounder.
Probably at worst the last first rounder that we have.
For Bijan Robinson,
Yeah.
I got to get that first round pick back though. Because if I'm going to trade my first round pick, I got to at least get a first rounder for next year.
Or 2 second rounders. That would be fine
Yeah.
enough.
Or a third and fourth, because we don't even have a third and a fourth, I don't think. Do we?
I don't think so either.
Do we have a seventh this year too?
We don't pick in the 4th and the 6th, I believe.
And you know the Eagles are going to want those type of picks though. Those are like
Diamond
building up picks. Yeah. Because like the Philadelphia Eagles to me, like I don't think they're going to stay at 10. To me, it sounds like they're at one player. And I think it's Bijan. I think the Eagles are in love with Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
I think they love this kid. The fact that this kid is humble, and the kid's a baller.
Yeah.
And I think the Eagles are not going to make the same mistake they did with Christian McCaffrey. They're not going to make the same mistake that they did with Josh Jacobs. They're not going to make the same mistake that they did with other people. They're going to take a running back, in my opinion. I think they take a running back in this draft.
So here's what I think is going to happen. So Bijan Robinson will be available at number 10, and he's just going to fall right into our laps,
Either way, we're going to take him.
fall right into our hands. Yes.
And we're hiding not going to be going, yeah! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be running out naked. No, I'm playing.
God.
We're going to be trolling Cowboy fans too because I heard they want to trade up for them too.
Mm-hmm. I would
Like,
take down to 10. Absolutely. Okay.
I would take Bijan Robinson at 10. If he's there, listen, because you don't want to take a chance of trading back. People say, let's trade back, we're going to take a running back. But you have no guarantee that he's going to be.
Yeah.
You got no guarantee that he's going to be there. So it's like, to me, it's like, take the best player available.
Yes.
If Jalen Carter's there at 10, that's the only reason I wouldn't take a Bijan Robinson. But I don't think he's going to be there. I think he's going to go off the board quickly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like again. I mean, the tape does not lie. Carter's going to the Bears. I think he goes to the Falcons. I
They
think
do need
Jalen.
a pass rush. And now that I think about it, the Falcons do need a pass rush. They're one of the worst teams in the league as far as sacks go.
I think they're going to take. I think the Falcons take Jalen Carter. He's from Georgia, and he would bring a lot of. They need defense because they were bad last year on defense.
Yeah.
They're not able to take a running back right now. They have other positions they fill.
Yeah, they
It doesn't
can't
make it doesn't make sense for them to take one.
they can't get to the quarterback at all.
No, and they're going to have a tough division. They're in a tough conference. Remember, they have to see us too.
No, they're not. They're just in a bad division.
They are in a bad division, but they're going to have to see us if they make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want Dallas to get Bijan.
There's no way he's fallen that far.
Well, you hear rumors that Jerry Jones might trade up.
He's not going to do it. He never does it. You should know Jerry Jones by now. He's not going to trade up. He's just going to wait and wait until his name is called.
I mean, dude, like Bijan, man. It's all about Bijan this year. We can worry about offensive lineman next year. Like it's to me. I'm on. I don't know if I got you on the Bijan hype train, but I'm on. I'm drafting 5. Number 5 loves us. Remember when McNabb said, "Number 5 loves you." You know what I'm saying? Like, number 5 loves you, man. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he cuts, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
That would help Jalen out a lot, though.
Yeah, I mean, look how he's making people miss, and it takes like 5 people to get him down. Gets out the backfield. Like, it's just, look at this. Look how he's making people miss. Like, he's not afraid of contact. Like, that's what you need in a running back, you know? Like, when he gets to the second level, it's like, good night. Look at that. See? He's an explosive running back, and you need that in your offense. I feel like every team needs an offensive lineman that has a great running back behind them. Why would you settle for mediocrity? Right? You want to be the best, you got to, like what Ric Flair said, to beat the man, you got to beat the man. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs are the man. So to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yep.
And I don't know if Kansas City can stop all that. So I'm just being real with you.
They could barely stop us last year. I think we're a piece away.
Yeah. And Bijan Robinson would be that piece. Look at this. You see why teams want him now. Look at this. And he just gets to the second level. Like, he's hard to bring down.
That's what Joey Shakes brought up last night.
Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want that. Look how he runs. He's physical. He's violent. Look how he just keeps on turning his pads. I mean, turning his legs. Like, he does not stop moving. You have to get him down.
Yeah.
And I just can't imagine with this offensive line, how dangerous would he be? So look at his offensive line not blocking for him. He's the one that's really the whole offense.
Even if they're not blocking, he's still getting good 6-yard, 8-yard chunks, which is what the Eagles need.
I mean, when you see this guy, like it's like look how he's making people miss. Look, it takes 4 to 5 people to get him down.
Yeah.
What Miles says, it takes one person to get him down. He's down.
Now, I know you kind of diss the notion of being shifty. He's shifty right here when he has to be. But when you're head to head and you're like right in front of his face, that's when you use the power.
Yeah, I mean, and watch this. Look how he just makes. I mean,
Mm,
he's going to look at this. Look how he catches out the backfield. Woo!
that's a wheel route.
And that's something Nick Sonic loves. He loves those type. He couldn't do with Miles Sanders.
Another wheel. Mm,
Could you imagine Jalen Hurts throwing a wheel route to Sean?
mm. Yes.
I mean, look at this. The physicality. Look at that. It's just like his tape does not lie. Look at this. Get to the second level. Because once he gets to the second level, it's over. You got to get him down. And I don't know how teams are going to be able to get him down. Could you imagine him running through the Commanders?
Mm,
Look at this. I mean,
mm.
he's hard to bring down.
You got to get him in his legs. That's the only way.
He reminds me of shifty Saquon Barkley. You remember what Saquon Barkley did to us?
Hmm.
Look at that. He's hard to bring down.
How much does this dude weigh?
I think 200, something. I don't know. Look it
I'm
up on your phone.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Because I mean, this dude is.
Oh, that's interesting. He's 220 pounds.
Hmm.
He's got some weight on him, considering his height.
Hmm. And that's good. That means he can take that pounding.
Yeah.
He's not going to be fragile. Look how he's just making people dance.
Mm,
He reminds a lot like Shady McCoy, doesn't he?
yeah.
I like this one right here. Look at it. Look at the patience of his running. The patience, the running.
And look at how he finishes off that run.
Look at that.
Mm,
Now get to the second level. See, he gets to that second level, and it's hard to bring down. If you can't bring him down, it's a touchdown. He can also catch out the backfield. But look at this one right here. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. His cuts are crazy.
mm.
His cuts are crazy. Like, look at that. The dude, you can't get him on the ground.
He's a workhorse.
Look at that.
Mm, mm,
Could you imagine what this offense could do?
mm. He's finishing off them runs hard.
And look at that. He's gone. He's second level. He's out of here. He's out of here.
He's already past the corners.
Look at that. One tackle, missed tackle, and he's gone. One missed tackle, he's out.
That hole wasn't even an inch.
Look at this. Get to the second level, he's out of here.
Made him look like a fool.
Like, it's like I don't understand why people want that type of luxury pick in your offense.
And going back to your point, we have 2 first-round picks, so it'd be different if we had just one.
Now you own that Bijan hype, huh?
I am. I like this kid.
I mean, sometimes you just need to persuade. You need convincing. Sometimes,
Yeah.
It's like at first I didn't want them, but when you listen to people and you understand where they're coming from, it makes sense.
Yep.
Well, and I understand you need to draft defense, but you can draft defense in later rounds.
They're going to be there.
You're not going to find a running back like that in a long time.
You're not going to find one in the second round either.
No, people talk about we could draft running back in the third. What running back is going to be like this? I mean, look at it.
Mm,
You You can make an argue. Last time this running back came out, that remember the debating that year, like everybody talking about, you remember Ricky Williams? Yeah, Ricky Williams. We needed a quarterback. We got a quarterback already.
Yep. We don't have those type of issues we had in '99.
No, this is where you draft a running back. When you are one piece away from a winning a Super Bowl. Look at that.
Shit, get off of me. Finishes off the run well.
Look at this.
Uh,
That is Barkley like. I'm sorry. That's what Saquon did to us.
that's
Those,
101. He can't
those
make the.
branch legs.
It's hard to get him on an open field tackle.
Look at this. And he's physical too. Like he does not want to go on the ground. I'm just imagining with this offensive line with him. Oh my God. Just imagine with this offensive line.
It's like a wet dream.
Hopefully a wet dream happens.
Yeah.
It's like a nightmare for teams, and it's a dream come true for us. Could you imagine Jerry Jones watching the Eagles strap Bijan Robinson in his face?
Could you imagine Mark Holmes watching it?
Did you see Marcus Spears looking like this? He did this. He did this. It's funny, like they never got him because it was mocked him. I sent you a picture of him. He was praying. He was like, "Oh, please, please don't get him." Like I want him now more than everything because if people don't want us to get him, that means we should get him, right?
Yeah.
When I have Cowboy fans scared of us taking him, I love it because it's not fair. It wouldn't be fair. We would be killing teams.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is this one right here? Look at this. Now, sometimes like his cuts are not perfect, but he's doing with less of his. That offensive line. I'm sorry, they're not giving him any room. He's doing it. Look at this stiff arm. Get off me. Right here.
Look at how he finishes off these runs.
Yeah, Miles Sanders didn't do that. Miles Sanders was always trying to dance around.
And here's the thing, though. He leans forward when he actually finishes off these runs.
Look at this right here. My favorite play right there.
Can locate the ball very well.
There we go, right there. Whoops. Now watch the defender. Stiff arm. Right here. Look at this. Look at that. Oh! Look at that. Whoop, get off me. Get off me.
Leans forward.
Every play is physical. He's physical. He's a physical. He's violent running back. He's a fully tight running back that you want. This is what we want. Those shifty running backs where they make you dance, yeah, that's cute. That's cool. But I want a running back that's not afraid to lay his pads on you. I miss that LeGarrette Blount type running back.
Yeah.
You can juke people, but you gotta hit the holes. And he does that.
Yeah.
I mean, look how he just, you know how Miles Sanders would just fall right down? He falls right into the first down. Into the second level. Second level is gone. Look at that. Second level, right there.
About 2 seconds in.
Your second level right there. There we go, the passing game right there. That's what Nick Sonney loves, right? Look at that.
Who's going to stop this?
See what I mean?
They're going to take away a spy. A defense is going to have to not only spy on Jalen Hurts, but spy on Bijan Robinson as well.
Bijan Robinson just sounds like a Philadelphia Eagle, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
With A.J. Brown and Devontae, you know how they would block for him too? This would be lights out crazy. This would be like the apple pie with the whipped cream.
Nah, he's the whipped cream. That's the apple pie. We have our apple pie.
We need the finishing touches.
Yes.
If the Falcons take him, they're a bunch of goofies. I'm sorry. I would never understand them. Give us Bijan Robinson. You could take the offensive lineman like you bums need. Like, cause I don't want him to go to a bad team. Give him a good offensive line. Let's see what this kid can do. I mean, he's already suffered enough with this. Look at this offensive line. It's trash.
Yeah.
They're not blocking for him. It's not like he's getting a good offensive lineman. No, they have bad offensive linemen. Look at that. To the second level. Here he goes.
He's going.
Oh, he almost got there.
Oh,
There you go, right there.
now he's going. Oh, never mind.
Look at that. Just imagine with that offense. Look at that offense. They're not blocking for him.
It took 4 people to get him down.
Mm-hmm. He runs like. What does he remind you of? I know he reminds me of one of these Eagles.
He reminds me. I'm not gonna say an eagle, but he reminds me of a
Adrian
skinnier,
Peterson.
Mike Allstott.
Ooh. Ooh. He reminds me of Adrian Peterson.
Mm.
I like how he finds the holes and he hits it.
Mhm.
A lot of running backs, they're too, how would you say it? They're too worried about getting explosive plays. He's not worried about that. He finds the holes, he hits it.
Too worried about getting injured too.
Look at this. Second level. Look how he just performed that dude.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Pause it real quick. I mean, the dude is special, man.
Woohoo!
I mean, again, man, the guy that can do everything. I mean, you get in the guy that can do everything.
Yeah.
I like to watch his old career because I like to see where these guys are headed. I think
I'll tell you who he
the
reminds me of. He reminds me of an old school Curtis Martin.
yo, I was just thinking of that. See, look how he just gets out the bathroom right there. Look at that. Now the thing about him is I don't want him to do that. I don't want him to jump like that. We don't need him to jump like that.
That's risky.
That is risky, yeah. That's the
He's
only
trying-
bad thing I've seen about him.
That's a flash play. You don't need it to be flashy.
No. You don't need to do that with this offense.
Nah.
But look at this right here. out the backfield. McSonny loves guys who can catch out the backfield. And then this one right here. Whoops! Look at that. His breaks are just crazy.
Just too easy for him.
Look at that, dude. I mean, he's a very good running back. I just wish he had a better offensive line. I feel bad for him in college.
Yeah. But he made
But
it
this
work.
also makes you better. You said what?
He made it work.
Look at that. Second level right there. Second level. Look at that. Second level. Look at that. Second level right there. There we go. Second level right here. Look at that spin. Look at that spin. Look at the stiff arm. Stiff arm one guy, stiff arm two. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the stiff arm again.
Yeah.
I'll show you one more time. Watch this. Ready? Stiff arm this one. This is crazy. This is how you know he's a good running back. Watch this. What? I just
Mm.
get off me. Stiff arm the other dude.
Mm.
Look at that.
Mm.
That's how I fell in love with that dude. The fact that he does that. Look how he fights for extra yards. There we go, right here.
The only knock I really have on him is that his speed isn't exactly amazing.
Yeah, but he can get faster and he can work at it. I'm not worried about it.
What did he run at the 40?
I think it was a 4.45, 4.45, or it wasn't great, but I don't care about his combine because we don't need a guy that can burn you. We just need a guy that can run the football. I don't care about his speed really. I care about the fact that he's patient. He's not going to out juke you. He's going to hit the holes. He's going to try to run.
4.46.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, not bad. I like that.
I mean, look at this. He finds the holes. He hits it. You on that Bijan hype now?
Yes, I am.
At first, you don't understand, but then when you see it, you understand it.
Yeah.
That's my first player that I think that you gotta take him if he's there at 10
I agree.
because like you don't get that opportunity usually. Look how he just pushes someone off of him. Look at the look at this. I mean, look how he just this right here. Boom. That's incredible. And then that. I mean, this is a guy that I always want in the running back. Physical, dominant. I know we're beating the bush around too much. But it's like it's all Bijan, baby. We got one more week to draft day. Might as well soak it up.
Yes.
I'm so glad draft day's back because I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I miss football.
Me too. It's kind of weird seeing you talk about the Orioles.
Yeah, yeah, they're playing today.
Tackling open
Um,
tricky.
yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect opportunity. You're talking about a guy that can do everything that you want him to do.
Mm.
It's just his patience. I love watching a running back that has patience. He's not gonna overthink it. It's just the patience. He has patience, and I like that. It's like a painting that you're painting, but you're painting it in a smooth way with the paintbrush. You're stroking the paper with the paint.
Yep. Picasso.
Picasso, yeah. It's fun watching this kid. Just imagine giving him a good offensive line. Matter of fact, give him a Hall of Fame talent offensive line. And let this kid go to work. He'll be a workhorse for the next 4 to 5 years. And I don't know how you stop him. Look at the cuts. It's off the charts, and I know the Eagles are falling in love with that when they watch it, you know? I mean, if you're Howie Roseman, you wouldn't want that type of guy. I think Howie Roseman would love to have a guy like that, you know?
I agree.
Nick Sona, I know he's paying for the table for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know Nick Sona, he loves those type of guys. If we're falling in love with it, imagine what Nick Sona is falling in love with.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's the patience that I like about him. He's not going to out juke you. He's not going to out muscle you. But he's going to try to. He's going to get to the second level. He's going to try to go for a touchdown. And he can catch out the backfield. He's like a receiver slash running back.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the backfield right there. Also, the girls will like him too because let's be real. If you're a girl, he's good looking.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, like, oh man, he's gonna be so much trouble for a lot of these defenses, man. You have no idea.
And it's very interesting that him and Jalen Hurts have the same agent. Isn't it interesting?
Oh yeah, true. I remember that tweet. Wasn't that from like a few weeks ago?
Yeah, Nicole Lynn. It's the same agent.
Wow.
That's very. That
That's
there's
very
something
important.
going on.
Jalen Hurts has a mutual as a draft prospect.
And he's met with the Eagles.
Yep. And the Bucks.
Yeah. It's like to me, it's like the Eagle. I think the Eagles are going to draft him. I think he's their first pick. I really
Oh
do.
my God, no. What if this happens? What if the Buccaneers trade up to get him right before our pick? That would be hoeing the Eagles.
Yeah.
They make a
They,
major trade with the Panthers to get all their picks back. Oh man, that would be the worst. That would be the worst.
don't think the negative. Think of the positive. Think of Bijan in Philadelphia.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Let me get back to that.
Think of the positive. Bijan in Philadelphia. The bees. We call it the Bijan love. It's a brother love. Is Bijan love. Brotherly Bijan.
John
Look at the
Fly.
stiff arm. But I like Gibbs too. If we don't get Bijan, I'm not gonna be totally mad. But it's like if I had to pick a running back right now, it's Bijan Robinson. He's the best running back in this draft. I like Gibbs too. I like his explosiveness. But Bijan is everything you want in a running back. He's
Yes.
like that whole package.
Elusive, strong, can finish off a run, can catch out of the backfield. He can do all of it.
hmm Plus,
Oh,
plus, I
one more
seen you pictures. He looked.
There's one
Yeah.
thing we have to cover forget about Bijan Robinson. How is he with pass blocking and how is he with pass blocking?
Yeah. One thing about him, he got crisp cuts. Look at that. Look how he gets to the second level and he doesn't try to overpower the guy. He just goes to the other side. Look at it. Wait patient. Find the holes. Hit the holes.
Get good chunks
You wait patient. Find the holes. Hit the holes.
and get your chunks.
And then get to the second level. And the funny thing is he falls, but he falls right in the first down. He doesn't fall down. He falls 2 more extra yards.
Yeah, he falls forward. Yeah, I've been saying that.
A lot of running backs fall backwards.
Yeah.
He falls forward. You're not going to burn him down with just one guy. Look at that.
Open field tackling, not there.
You're not going to bring this guy down. And again, just imagine him with this Eagles offense.
You're going to need 2 people to bring him down.
I don't know if you're going to catch him. I think he can be a rookie of the year the way our offense is.
Hmm.
1,000-yard running back. Could you imagine that?
When was the last time the Eagles ever had a rookie of the year?
Miles Sanders maybe in his rookie year? No, was he rookie? Josh Jacobs was the last rookie year when he was on the Raiders. I don't know. I think he could be that good. I've never seen that type of prospect since what, Barkley?
Mm-hmm.
He runs like Barkley, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the physicality. Look at this. And that would also prevent you from doing quarterback sneaks a lot, too. Because Jalen Hurts have to be the guy that can run. See, I think they didn't run Miles Sanders because they didn't trust him. That's why I think they're going to draft Bijan, because Nick Sirianni wants his own running back. I've been saying along, I don't think Nick Sirianni didn't like Miles Sanders. Nick Sirianni ain't going to say, "Oh, I don't like Miles Sanders." He's not going to say that. But his actions speak a lot of words.
Yeah.
And I think they like those type of running backs who can catch out the backfield, that can be just a running back, but a guy who's patient, that's physical, that's violent. They look for guys like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the answer to my question earlier, how many rookies have ever won Rookies of the Year for the Eagles? And the answer is none.
So imagine Bijan being the first one to do it.
Mm.
Could you see him in the Eagles offense right now?
I could.
How scary would that be?
This kid is a problem.
Maybe the Eagles don't draft a runner. Maybe they do go offense line. But when you heard Howard Roseman, he did say best player available. He said
You want a unique player.
unique player. He is a unique player.
Yes, sir.
An offensive line is not unique. I don't care what anybody says.
It's not a position that's really looked at as far as stats. It's not the most sexiest position out there.
No. You want a unique, you draft a running back. I'm sorry. I think he gave it away.
Yeah, he did.
If he said, yeah, we're just going to, he did.
You wouldn't have gotten the clue with that.
We're going to keep on drafting away. And also, I want to bring this up too. He did say something about Jalen Hurts. He said, we're going to build around Jalen Hurts. That's important.
Yes.
Let me find that real quick. Because I want to show you that. They asked him, they said, what does this mean about Jalen Hurts? He said, we're going to give Jalen Hurts as much weapons as possible. He said, we're going to build around this kid. And that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, when you say that, You talk about a running back. We're going to build around Jalen Hurts. Well, you already have an offensive lineman, so building around him is giving him what? A running back. And by the way, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Since we're on that Bijan hype, and we hiding on that Bijan hype, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what this offense could be, so we can just throw another bomb when it happens. Look at this offense.
Who's stopping that?
That's like the you ever played Madden and you have the elite group, like that's a lot of talent.
No kidding.
Like, and you got Gainwell and Bijan Robinson and Penny.
Mm-hmm.
That's like three-headed running backs right there. And Boston Scott, you put it in the middle.
Yeah, don't forget about my boy Boston Scott.
I can't forget your boy Scott. And plus, he would be a better number 5 than the other number 5.
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
What up, Dreaded Eagle?
Dreaded Eagle in the chat. What's up, man? Go Birds regardless. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dreaded Eagle.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying that offense would be so dangerous with Bijan Robinson. Here we go. Shout out to Joey Shakes. He put this up, but I mean,
Bijan Robinson never mind. I can't say it. Bijan Robinson tells ESPN his main pitch to Howie in his Eagles visit was, "You're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker." Bijan said Howie told him it was one hell of a pitch. He said he's encouraged with how it went, but you can never know.
oh, you already know how I was going to draft him. When he said you're not going to get any running back, you know you're going to get him, bro. Howie Rose said, "You want to make a bet? I'm going to take you right now. I'm going to take you at 10.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how good you are. Press me." Howie Rose been saying that at the end of at the phone call of the draft. You better not make me look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He said that you're not going to find any running back. That is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Roseman sounded like, okay. What do you think about that one? Just the fact that he said that.
I think he's very encouraged, and I think he is kind of playing around and messing around with the media and the fans a little bit. I really think he's really encouraged about everything he's doing. I think he's trying to bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to dance with us, but we've been, kind of used to his game by now.
We're going to dance with him back after we draft him. Bijan Robinson going to be dancing with the fans when they draft him and be like, with the 10th pick overall, the Philadelphia Eagles select Bijan Robinson, running back, Texas. And Bijan going to be fist pumping Eagle fans, and there's going to be some negative names about, you shouldn't draft a running back. Shut up. You like that. Shut up.
It's going to be the Twitter heads who know it.
They should have dropped the running back. You had a good offensive line, but you didn't need to draft. And I'll be like, shut up.
But we had more needs on defense.
What needs? If Jalen Carter Anderson off the board, and I'm not reaching for no defensive end.
Or safety.
No, you can draft the safety in the second round.
Yeah.
And we still have an option to get Buda Baker too.
Yeah.
Don't count out Howie Roseman. He could trade that 30th pick immediately.
Yeah. Remember last year, that A.J. Brown, man. I still can't get over that one.
So this is what Howie Roseman pitched me. He says, what do I need to take? And the question is Spectre Robinson or Jordan Snout. You're not going to get a running back says the most prospect in years. You're going to get a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he said that, why should I take you at 10? You're not going to find any other running back like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. He's being real with you. You're not going to get it. You're going to get a difference maker. He's a difference maker on the field.
He is.
When you turn on this tape, he's a difference maker. I like that. I think he becomes a Philadelphia Eagle. When you get closer to the draft, you see the Eagles and you know where they're probably going to go to. We knew that last year we were going defensive end. We knew that Jordan Davis was probably going to be an Eagle. You know what I'm saying? We knew that one of those defensive ends were going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. We knew that, you know? This to me sounds like a Jalen Hurts type draft. We're going to go all offense for Jalen Hurts. We're going to give him the best weapons. We're going to put pieces around him.
So I think he would be like the first running back taken before the 4th round since Shady.
Yeah, you know the last time we drafted a running back in Philadelphia Eagles history was the
First round?
in the first round was it Barnett, Fred Barnett, the running back?
Probably, I'm not sure.
But it's like to me, it's like when you got a running back that really wants to be here, and they ask you why do you want to be here? What makes you think we should take you at 10? Pitch to me, and he says that. I mean that tells me like that they're going to take him because, like, it's
That's
just
because he knows he's ready.
huh?
That's because he knows he's ready. That's why he answers so confidently.
Yeah, because you know that they brought him into Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Here's the tweet right here. Let's pull it up a little bit. This is what Howard Roseman said.
And once again, this wasn't a Zoom meeting. This was in person.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was a Zoom meeting except for the Buccaneers and us.
He's only envisioned the Eagles and the Bucks. There is a chance.
The Bucks
Howard Roseman said that they're looking for a unique player regardless of position. When asked about possibly drafting a running back at 10, Bijan Robinson has visit on the Eagles and the Bucks. Howard Roseman, you gotta be better than that.
Do you
I
really
think
want
they figured out your plan.
Do you really want to go all the way out to Florida? I mean, come on. What's there to look forward to in Tampa Bay? You're going to be on a bad team that can't block for anything. They were just 32nd in the league last year in rushing.
Yeah.
What's there to look forward to in Tampa?
Now come to Philadelphia, so you have a good offensive lineman around you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you saw pictures of what he would look like in Eagles green.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, he looks good in Eagles green. He looked better. He looked better in Eagles green. Like, I mean, you know, like to me, it's like when you look at this Eagles offense and you put this team around Bijan Robinson and Jalen Hurts. I mean, I'm not complaining one bit. Because you're going to have the best offense in football, and you add a running back with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think it's very interesting that he said unique player because usually how said we're going to draft the way we've been drafted for years. We're going to go offense line in the trenches. He didn't say all that. He said unique.
And he's usually like a poker face. He's giving out a lot of hints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says, Howard Roseman, why do I need to take you at number 10? Bijan said, you're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker. Bam! Right there.
Great answer.
You're going to get a difference maker. You're not just going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker. Now, again, people say it all the time, but Bijan Robinson is a difference maker. It's not just a running back. If it was just a running back, you'd be like, he's just a running back. But this is not just a running back. You're not going to get a running back like that in the next few years. Running backs don't come out like this usually.
Now, you do say difference maker, but do you think revolutionary?
What are you talking about? What do you mean revolutionary?
Like those once-in-a-lifetime running backs that are automatically going to go to the Hall of Fame first ballot? Like
I think he has a chance.
Elite running backs of all time.
Well, what would you put Robinson? You think he has a chance to make a Hall of Fame if he's on the Eagles?
Yes, I do. Um, I honestly wouldn't answer that question yet. I'm not ready to put him top 10 with the Emmitt Smiths of the
Listen,
world,
listen.
the Browns
If
of the
we
world.
draft him in the first round, I don't give a fuck about day 2 through day 3 or 4. I'm already settled. I'm already settled. I'm watching Bijan Robinson the night before afterwards.
Mhm.
I'm
You
already
getting
waiting
that
for
jersey?
preseason.
You getting that jersey?
Hell yeah. Huh?
Mhm.
Are you? Are you?
I'm not that hype. Nah, we'll see what he does with the Eagles. I think he's going to do great though.
What if he kills it in preseason and he goes off for about for 2 touchdowns?
Mm,
You buying his jersey then?
sure.
I mean, we were hyping each other up about Bijan. We don't know what's going to go on, but I'm getting very excited for draft day, man. I want it to happen now. I wish draft day was tonight.
Yeah, me too. So we can get it over with.
Like I I just think it's people who don't want the best running back are just crazy. Like because to me it's like you don't want to win. Yeah, you can get a fourth or fifth round running back, but to say you don't want the best running back or you don't think they're the best running back.
Hmm.
Well, here's what Nick Sonny said too. Oh, let me find more press conference. I think. By the way, Nick Sonny and Howard Roseman work really well together. So this is what they said about Matt Patricia. We'll talk about a little bit more Matt Patricia, but this is what they said today. I think it's interesting. So they were asked about Matt.
So apparently Matt Patricia got signed to defensive assistant like 4 hours ago.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's trending in that direction. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. You go through, like you do with anything, you go through and you talk to guys and make sure everybody's comfortable with it. I had conversations with Slay, obviously I had conversations with Coach Patricia, and, I know that that it will be a good working relationship for us when that happens. Yeah, I
so,
know there was a report out.
so yeah, I'm not really worried about it now because if they talk to Darius Slade, then he should be all right. If Slade's okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
He's worked with Slay before.
Yeah, but they didn't get along though.
Yeah.
So, where is it? Where's the one where they were
Excellent.
talking about you? What
Excellent.
Where is it? So they were also talking about Jalen Hurts. Let me find it. From Use Your Strategy 10th Raw, he said, essentially, we playing with house money since the pick belongs to New Orleans. Philadelphia still has their own first runner. Um, we recognize opportunity to get it unique, just trying to be as open minded as possible. I mean, dude, again, man, like the signs are there.
Mhm.
Eh, If you put two to two together, it sounds like Bijan's coming to
It
Philadelphia.
is.
That's what it just sounds like to me. And I want to show you this.
Ed over here dominating you. Is he a guy that should come forward in the top 10 to 15 picks?
Well, Laura, it's a fascinating discussion when it comes to running backs and their value in the first round. And the way I look at it is these running backs, they have a small shelf life. You're talking 5 or 6 years. If I'm a bad football team, it's no sense for me to take a running back high in the draft where I'm going to use up 3 of his 5 to 6 years, where those carries don't matter. We're a bad team. Now, there are instances where you have a situation like this year. The Philadelphia Eagles, they were in the Super Bowl last year, but they find themselves with the 10th overall pick due to a trade. If they were to take Bijan Robinson, every single one of his carries during that 5 or 6 year period would be meaningful. And when you look at the NFC right now, it feels a two-team race between the 49ers and the Eagles. And you stack up those two rosters, the one area I'd give the edge to in a big way to the 49ers would be Christian McCaffrey. You wipe that out right here if you go and you bring in Bijan Robinson. Now, Mel, that being said, I worked in that organization for years in that personnel department. If there's such thing as less than a 0% chance that it happens, that is the case there in Philadelphia.
Well, Daniel Jeremiah don't work there, so I really don't care.
Daniel, you know me a long time. You know how wild and crazy my opinions and theories are. And the one philosophy that the NFL has bought into is not drafting a running back in the first round. And I went back years before I even started this whole philosophy about the stats, figures.
He's on Philadelphia. Shut up.
His hairline is crazy.
That's because he's been making a fool of himself for every year. Because he's always been projecting quarterbacks to go somewhere where they shouldn't be going to. He was going to retire when Jimmy Clausen was going to be a good quarterback. Remember, he thought Jimmy Clausen was going to be a good quarterback. He was going to retire if it didn't happen. Where's he retiring still?
He was the one who infamously said that Peyton Manning was going to be a bad quarterback.
Yeah, well, and that's why I don't listen to him. I mean, the fact that Daniel Jeremiah has never worked for the Philadelphia Eagles, I seriously doubt it. You don't know what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do. They have a different mindset than years ago. Yeah, years ago they don't draft running backs, but things change. Things change.
Yes, they do.
So this is one I want to show you. This one right here. I want to show you this one because I think this is very interesting. Let me pull this up real quick. So this is what Howie Roseman said about his contract. I want you to listen to what he said because this is interesting. So when you talk about Howie Roseman, he gives you clues, you know, and what they're going to do usually. You know, he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, but he really isn't. You know what I'm saying? Because we can figure out what he's going to do. You know, we know when he's lying. We know when he's telling the truth.
Made an effort to do this in a way that was really win-win. I think it's a heck of a deal for Jalen. I think it's a heck of a deal for the Eagles, and I think those are really the best kind of deals. And really, when I think about Jalen coming here, there's so many people a lot of credit for where we are right now. It starts with Jalen and his work ethic and his determination. We drafted him. He had a vision of what kind of player he's going to be, and then just everyone has been around him, who's rallied around him, and it's a great story. We're certainly not at the end of the story. I think we're really at the beginning of the story, but just really excited about doing this together with him and having him a part of this team and having that done in a way that really worked out well for both sides. Everyone kind of made an effort to do this in a way.
I mean, we're not done yet with Jalen Hurts. Oh, that was you? Was that your computer? Okay.
Oh, on the road to victory, ENGLES, Eagles.
I thought that was my Twitter page. I was like, oh, what's going on? Don't get copyrighted now.
No, we're not going to get copyrighted for that.
Yeah, I know. But again, man, it's like when you look at the singles are there. Like, I feel like the Eagles are going to go somewhere different than a lot of people think they are. Everybody talk about they're going to go defense. I think they're going to go offense. I think they're going to try to build around Jalen Hurts. That's just how I feel because all the details are there. That, you know, and he says just the beginning. So it's like, to me, it's like, how do you make Jalen Hurts a better quarterback? You go out and get him an elite running back.
Even better than last year, and last year was great.
Mm-hmm. It's like how do you elevate his play? How do you make him comfortable?
How do you make
Go get him another weapon.
how do you make his ceiling higher?
Yeah.
He can.
Just imagine adding an elite running back to his backfield.
This isn't the best Jalen Hurts we're ever going to see.
No. And if you add a Bijan Robinson again, and I've been talking about that, you add this with this offense. You already have the receivers locked down for it. Devontae's getting extended. You already have AJ Brown locked up. This is where you draft a running back. You don't usually draft if you're a bad football team, but when you are one piece away from winning a Super Bowl, you do it. If you're not ready to win, then I'll be like, all right, you don't draft Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
But you're in a weak conference, and let's be real, who's stopping you? If the Eagles draft an offensive line, they're not ready to win this year. I feel like if you draft Bijan Robinson, you were saying to the league, we're going back to a Super Bowl. We're ready to win it. Gives me confidence that we're going to be ready to go back. That means to me you're repeating. Because Bijan Robinson pieces to me is you're going back to a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And winning it. Not going back to Super Bowl, winning this Super Bowl.
Yes. We're trying to finish some business.
And I know you're not a fan with Bijan Robinson at first, but when you look at the picture, it makes sense.
It does. I had to think about it a little bit.
Because it's like you're not going to get that type of opportunity again. This is like the winning the lottery. Are you going to throw the lottery in the garbage because it might cost too much? No. You're going to take an opportunity to be a rich man. You're going to go out there and you're going to get everything you want. It's like getting a nice shiny car. You can have the Delta or you can have the Honda Civic.
Well, we're going to be praying for the first 9 picks, and then we have our chance to hit the lottery, hit the jackpot.
I'm going to be on the edge of my seat all game, man. Because Bijan lands at 10, man, I'm going to be like, yes.
I could see us being on our knees for like the first hour, just being like, no, do not pick him. Don't do it. And then the Eagles do it. I'm like, yes.
Because people are going to be upset, but I'm not going to be upset. Because this is going to be the best pick we ever made for Jalen Hurts. It's going to help him, and it's going to help our offense. And I feel like you would do Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey's service.
The main thing is that he would be helping out is the defense. Keep them fresh.
He will also tire out the opposing defense. Look what Washington did to us.
Yeah, he's going to tire out their defense, and our defense is going to get a bunch of rest.
Look what Washington did to us. You remember when Brian Robinson killed us by tiring us out?
Well, we really killed ourselves. That's what kept them on the field.
But they had a running game.
Not really. It wasn't that effective. They were just effective on third downs. That's all it was.
But when you look at running backs in this league, you got to have a running back that can tire out a defense.
Yeah. And we're a run-first team, believe it or not.
Yeah, people tell us we're pass happy. No, we're not. That's the sad part about it. We're not a pass happy. We became pass happy because we didn't have a reliable running back. Because we didn't trust Miles Sanders.
Makes sense.
So, to me, Bijan Robinson fits Nick Sirianni. When you look at Nick Sirianni, what he wants in a running back. What did Gainwell? Why did we draft Gainwell? Catch out the backfield. Physical. Loves contact. And the fact that they asked Howie Roseman asked Bijan, why should we draft you at 10? He said, you're not going to just get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to lie to you. Do not be surprised the Eagles trade up to get him and jump in front of the Falcons.
You're worried about the Falcons possibly getting him?
Yes.
You said that Jalen Carter might go there.
I forgot Seattle's still on the board.
Oh, right.
I don't want that crappy team near a running back.
They don't need running back. I think they're good at that.
My Bijan Robinson, yours.
Yeah.
I feel like Bijan Robinson would sell so many jerseys.
Yeah, he would.
Just imagine Bijan Robinson holding a Lombardi Trophy in Philadelphia.
Right there next to Jalen Hurts and Howard and all them.
and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard.
Mm.
And I felt like, did you see that move that we made for Quez Watkins? That shows me that we're probably going offense in this draft. They're loading up for who? Hurts.
Yes.
Like, to me, I think this is the year that we draft everything for Jalen. I feel like this is going to be an offensive draft.
Can we get in Jake Butt for the 30th pick?
Hey, listen, I'll be happy we get Bijan. Don't start with the J. I'll take both. But could we get a Bijan at least?
Yes.
Listen, if we get Bijan, I don't care what we do with the 30. You could trade it, you can get rid of it. I just give me the best running back on that board.
Mm.
I want a reliable running back that's not afraid of content. We always get these small, little, shifty running backs. Yeah, look at them juke ass. Look at them juke. It's like, I feel like that you need something more than just a running back. You need a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
You need a guy that can take it to the next level. I feel like we're one piece away from a win in the Super Bowl. And when you're one piece away from winning the Super Bowl, you don't just draft offensive line. That's when you're not ready.
How long do you think Bijan will last here in Philly?
With this offensive line, I think for a long time. I mean, I'm not worried about him last. I just want him to be our main bell cow. I mean, you don't have to give him another contract, but you got to be able to help Jalen Hurts out. When you pay Jalen Hurts, you're there to protect him, give him weapons.
Oh, here's the thing you should worry about. We like to rotate our work. We like to rotate our running backs. What if there's a possibility that we don't see much of him on the field and that angers us?
I'm gonna tell you like this: if Bijan does not play, man, someone got to get fired. A head coach got to get fired now. You don't draft a running back in the 10th if you're not going to play him. You got to play.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson's too talented not to play.
Oh, and here's another thing. He's not going to get 20 carries a game. He may be a bell cow, but he's not going to get 20 carries a game.
No, because we're not going to be able. See, a lot of teams they draft running backs to be their guy. We got in a situation we don't got to give him 25. He can get a couple, but when we need him the most to tire out an opponent, we can put him in the game.
That's where the fourth quarter kicks in, and we got that lead. We really tire that defense out.
And I feel like this is the year, that first year, I think we give him a couple carries then, and then next year we start burning him in more, and then we give him more carries.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be our future running back going forward.
So I'm thinking give him about, at least 10 carries a game. You give the other guys like Scott and Kenneth Gainwell like 5 to 7.
Yeah. I mean, it took you a while, but now you see Bijan, baby. I want that Bijan mustard that he's selling to in Philadelphia. Put that on.
Does he literally sell that?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to see a picture of that?
Yeah, let me see that Bijan mustard.
Yeah, he has his own brand.
Let's see.
No, he gave some of that to Howie Roseman. He said, hey, draft me, and I'll give you more mustard.
The official Dijon of Bijan. Oh, man. Wow, he does.
Let me pull it up.
Lord.
Pull it up right here.
Let me share the screenshot.
I got it.
The official Bijan of Dijon, or the official Dijon of Bijan.
Yeah. Now imagine that selling to Philadelphia.
That's going worldwide.
Hell yeah. Could you imagine Eagle fans eating it during the game?
Yes. You can put that on your hot dog or your pretzels.
Or your cheesesteak.
Oh, no. I'm sticking with mayonnaise.
Willie Hiden is going to have a picture of, if we draft Bijan, he's going to have a picture of a mustard and a box of tissues.
Yes. I got to make that a goal.
He going to be like the...
It's going to go well with the decoration of this room here.
Willie Hiden going to be so... if we draft Bijan, he's going to have a whole Bijan... The whole plate's going to be... have a Bijan shrine and all that stuff.
Oh, my God. Shrine for Hurts.
Could you imagine Eagle fans having a cape on Bijan Robinson and they have a picture of a poster sign and they have a Bijan cape on Bijan?
That's crazy.
I'm just thinking about it, man. You know how Roseman looked at the Bijan. He said, "Hey, if we draft you, do you think you could give us some Bijan mustard?" Oh, for sure.
Me, thank you. So yeah, I will give you a bottle.
Bijan mustard in Philadelphia, man.
That is the most creative name I've ever heard.
We're gonna have to call him Bijan Philly. Bijan Philly. Philadelphia Bijan mustard.
Mm. Look at how beautiful that bottle is. Mm.
Oh, I just could taste the glory and the victory.
Mm.
It's like winning a Super Bowl. Could you imagine him doing half days eating a spoon of mustard?
Quote, it's like a touchdown in your mouth.
Pause.
Oh my God.
It's a touchdown when he's scoring touchdowns for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a touchdown when the Philadelphia Eagles draft the best running back and you add him with this. Like, it's like when you first hear it's like, oh, that's ridiculous. Why would we draft a running back? But when you listen to Howie Roseman, he said unique and the fact that this is not the beginning of Jalen Hurts. Those are clues right there that we're going to build around Jalen Hurts and we're going to build around a franchise guy. Like, usually I wouldn't be so hyped with the Bijan Robinson, but you got the 10th pick. And when you listen to Howie Roseman, unique, best player available. We're not going to go for needs. Well, an offensive lineman is probably a need, right?
Yep.
So if it's best player available, and if Bijan's the best player available, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean to beat around the bush, but I need people to understand it's not bad to draft a running back when you're in a win mode right now. It's bad to draft a running back when you're not ready to win, like the Giants. Or the Titans.
Yeah.
But when you have an elite offense, when you have elite receiving core, when you have elite quarterback, then draft a running back. If that's your number one piece that's going to get you over the hump, then you do it. And I believe he can. I believe if the Eagles draft Bijan, he can take us all the way to the Super Bowl.
And we
can
didn't get more last year by not taking any risk. So why should we switch up back to the old mediocrity selves
Yeah.
for this year? I mean, we got to get back to the Super Bowl and win it this time.
I mean, people tell me we should draft a running back. We could draft one in the fourth, fifth. There's no need to take a running back. If you want to think like that, then to me, I disagree. Because to me, it's like if you think like that, then you to me want to be a loser for your rest of your life. You want to have only one ring.
And you're
Why
sad.
settle for mediocrity when you can get the best? It's like going to the jewelry store. You can get this fake jewelry chain. You can get this fake bubble gum. You can go to the bubble gum machine and get a fake chain, and it still look good on you, but your neck turned green. Or you can go to the store and spend some money and get a road
All
chain.
chains are the same, man. They're all the same. That's that mentality.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do we undrafted running backs? Come on. We need to switch it up.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, to me, it's like you don't go to a jewelry store and not buy jewelry. You go to a jewelry store and buy jewelry that are going to benefit you. They're going to make you feel good, look good.
Yeah.
Don't go to a jewelry store and just get, oh, well, how much is this? Oh, $100? Oh, yeah, it's fake. Oh, yeah, I'll take it because I don't want to spend too much on it. Man, bye.
That's like trying to get your girl an engagement ring, and you just want to go out and get the little simple ring without the bezels and all that. You want the best. You want the bezels with all types of carats. You want the best in the store.
You mean an onion ring?
Go ahead and spend $100,000 on the freaking ring instead of being cheap and going for $100.
I mean, to me, Bijan Robinson's like that apple pie that you smell in the oven, and it smells so good. But the other people are like, no, let's not eat it because it might be bad for you.
Mm.
It's like it's good though. It's
Yeah.
okay to have apple pie out of the oven.
We don't want apple pie. We want to settle for banana pudding.
No, we want to settle for just a banana bread. That's what people telling me. We should settle for banana bread. It's like going to the pastry factory and not getting your sweets. Getting just you know a box of popcorn or a bag of popcorn.
Yeah,
Well, you
exactly.
could have a bag of popcorn and taste the cakes.
Yeah.
Like the Howie Roseman has a chance to get a box of Tasty Cakes.
That's like going to a deli. You have a chance to get a freaking hoagie. Instead, you settle for a PB&J sandwich.
because it's less expensive. Come on, man.
Yeah, and it fits the budget. I mean, come on, man. You like feed yourself, Eagles.
It's like when you're a one way win, like, and now I'm explaining to you, and you understand why I want him because it's like he's that sexy pick that you dream of having. How many times have we asked for a running back that we look at running backs in this league? Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and we always imagine what would it like to be having an offense with that type of running back.
And how proud are you, or how proud are you that we didn't get Derrick Henry?
Oh, I don't want Derrick Henry. He's old. He's
Was he like
also has
30?
less tires. He also has less mileage on his tires because they ran him to the ground.
You know, he has more mileage on him, which means he has less amount of miles to go.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. So it's like get fresher legs. Get a Bijan Robinson who's young.
Derrick Henry is 29.
Yeah, I'm not trading from the 29 here. If I'm going draft, if I'm getting a run back, it'd be the draft. Bijan is what, 24 years old, 23.
Let's see. Just got out of college. Might be 21. Bijan Robinson. He is 21.
It's young.
He's going to be. Oh, he and my dad got the same exact birthday, except, he's a lot older.
So we're gonna be selling a Bijan birthday, huh?
Yep. January 30th when we're on our way to the Super Bowl.
We're gonna be celebrating a Bijan Robinson birthday. We're gonna be saying happy birthday, Bijan Robinson.
Super Bowl. I'm not afraid to say it. We're going back to the Super Bowl. This conference is too weak.
If we get Bijan Robinson, we are definitely going back.
Mm.
I think a Bijan Robinson takes us over the hump.
Yep.
I think Bijan Robinson takes us over the hump.
It's kind of interesting how Big D is out there. We were talking in the comments section or whatever.
He's negative.
He was like, well, the Eagles aren't going back to the Super Bowl. I'm like, what makes you think this? Because teams don't lose a Super Bowl and go right back the very next year. It can happen. We can go back to the Super Bowl. This conference is too.
Everybody talk about Bijan Robinson saying, Roseman asked, why do I need to take him at 10? And he said, you're going to get it. I feel like Bijan's coming to Philadelphia.
Mhm.
I think this is going to be a pick that
You could,
I think the writing's on the
you
wall.
could just feel the poise in that answer, how calm he was. He ain't confident,
Yeah.
but he's confident.
Like last year's draft was based on defense. I think this year's draft is going to be how do we help Jalen Hurts out? You pay the quarterback. This is going to be I'm telling everybody, this is going to be an offensive draft.
And here's what I want people to understand too. Like, it's going to help our defense as well. It's going to keep our defense fresh.
Oh, my mock is it's going to be 10 Bijan Robinson. Where you hiding now? Going to be traded up in front of the Falcons to take Bijan
I don't
Robinson.
really have time to do mock drafts, to be honest.
I mean, we can make one. I
really don't
mock.
care about the other mentalities of what other teams' needs are.
You want to make our own though, right now?
No. Like I said,
Why not?
I don't
It would be
care about
fun.
mock drafts like that.
I think it would be fun.
Can we do it for just the Eagles?
Yeah, why
Because I
not?
don't really care about the other teams.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
All right, let me create our mock draft. I think that'd be fun.
You said we're out.
Want to do it?
And you said we're out for like which rounds?
Which one do you want to do? You want to do the for all of them?
I'll
Try to guess the Eagles draft.
I'll do a 30th pick. You do the 10th pick.
All
And we'll
right.
just keep going back and forth, I guess.
Let's find it.
Oh, you know how to.
So which one you want to do? Hold on, let me pull it up. Which website do you want for
Oh, it doesn't matter.
just the Eagles draft? Yeah, we're gonna do the Eagles draft. All right. Set up. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Select the team. We already know it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
We need to do those pretend reactions as if it's draft day.
I'm not upgrading for shit. Get the hell out of here. There you go. You want to do it slow? Slow.
Doesn't matter.
Do it slow.
Good idea, Wills Duncan.
Yeah, for sure. I think this would be cool.
Because when he initially said it, I was like, oh, I don't want to do it for every team.
Yeah, we don't got to do it for every team.
Yeah, we'll just let the computer pick the other teams.
Shit. They're going to take Bijan Robinson, watch, for the Falcons. Like, let's go to a different one. Stinks. Thanks.
Dallas stinks.
They do suck. That's for sure.
That was my 500 voice.
Yeah. Let's go. Round one.
Round one, fight.
Round fight death. Post draft, Jeff. Want to do a standard or free for all?
Standard.
Standard. We call Hiding with the Champ podcast mock draft.
On 420. On 420. Ooh, let me get my blue moon for this. I'll be right back.
Blue moon, blue moon. Let me know when you're ready, babe. Let me know when you're ready. You want always thinking about your just the Eagles. Yeah. Bijan Mustard. Ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. So let's see who they pick first. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, that was quick. All
You
right,
have a
let's see.
trade offer.
Let's see that trade offer, man. I'm not trading. Let's see. Let's see. All right.
It's with the
So
Patriots.
we got
Free
the
pick.
Patriots. We got a 1 and 14, 1.14, 4. So we got a 1 and a 4 and a 7 for 245, 107, and one. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm rejecting that. Sorry.
What?
For 2024, first round. Mm,
I wonder who's
20.
going to pick.
Would you accept that?
No.
Would you accept this?
I can't see anything.
You can't.
Uh,
Oh shit! Fuck it. Put this on the screen. My fault. Toasty.
Mm-mm.
There you go. Would you accept this?
No, not for no Deskins, no.
Let's try the other one. Would you accept this? Right here. Would you accept this?
No. Damn, that's a good call. That's a good
And you
trade
don't.
off.
All right. What are you taking? So we got. Let's see on the board. We got Anthony Richardson, Bijan Robinson, Peter Skorzinski, whatever the fuck that dude's name is. We got Parrish Johnson. We got Jordan Anderson, Deontay. Got to be Bijan Robinson, right? I'm taking Bijan.
Yeah, kind of have to. There's a reason why we made this stream.
Bijan. Ooh, ooh. Look
But
at
we
that.
got to do the reactions too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Yes,
It's gonna be
yes.
fun when it actually happens.
Let's fucking go, Eagles champ. Let's go.
Oh, breaking news: Boone Baker has been traded to the Eagles. What? No, they hasn't.
Whoa. Oh.
All
Oh.
right. So look. Let's look at this trade.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes.
Would you accept this trade?
No.
Yeah, I would accept this trade. What about this?
Oh, that's tough. That's all next year. No. Why do these dudes want to trade for next year? No, pass.
I need picks now.
All next year, no. All next year, no.
So we got Brian Branch on the. We got your boy.
Oh my God! Yeah, let me take it, Jigba Jackson's.
Is that what you want?
Yes, he's going to replace Quez.
Look at that.
Mm.
Now imagine A.G. Brown, JSN, Bijan Robinson, Devontae Smith.
And Jigba.
Yeah, JSN. I just said that. Quez Watkins,
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Gainwell. Oh man, what would you rank this?
That's an A. That's an A plus plus plus. Yes. We're addressing Jalen Hurts' needs right there.
So let's see what they took. So they took Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. Let's see. Oh, Will Anderson fell to the 8. Christian Gonzalez,
Wow, they took
Von Witherspoon,
Cardinals.
Witherspoon,
Cardinals took a corner there.
Jalen Carter at 6 to the line.
That shocked
Paris
me.
Johnson to the Bears. We listen.
I thought the Falcons were going to get him.
I mean, hey,
Yeah, Washington takes quarterback.
it happens, man. You do. I'm moving. say Bijan. You know, I, I'm not moving back to take. There's no move
Your mic is going in and out.
better. I'm like, what does it sound like?
Still going in and out. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in a rain.
What does it sound like?
It's getting better.
It sounds fine. What are you talking about?
Now it sounds fine.
Oh, move back and take Bijan. I'm not moving back and take Bijan because you don't know if he's. I mean, what do you got to say about this one? Because I'm not taking a chance of moving back. No. Bijan Robinson's not
Yeah,
going after 10.
he's not going after 10, man. Like, you take a chance on that, he's going to be gone. That's why I declined all of those trades.
Yeah. You know, some team is going to take Bijan. I'm not doing that. So I feel like that we got the right pick. We got the two best to help Jalen Hurts out. And a lot of people going to tell you, why do you take defensive end? Well, I'm because this is going to be a year where we build around Jalen Hurts.
There's plenty of talent there.
Yeah, the need to defensive end. There's nobody there. You
Now,
can
the
go
second
around
round,
you. You got a number one.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, you got a number one receiver. You got a number 3 for a receiver, one of the best in college football, and then you add him with a Bijan Robinson. I think you build around Jalen Hurts enough. Now you got a dominant offense.
Mm-hmm.
You got your running back. You got your receiver.
Yes.
Because you don't even know what's going to work out. You don't know who that guy that we signed is going to work out. I feel like this is the year that you got to give Jalen Hurts enough weapons. People going to disagree in the comments. Feel free to disagree. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you like this draft? Do you not? Who would you rather draft? No, because I feel like the Eagles did the right thing by drafting this. I would be okay with this. You got two offensive players that are going to be day one starters. I feel like that's a good place to have it. Let's see what is it.
And I think you go defense with the second round. That's when you go defense.
Yeah, there's going to be defensive guys falling. You know, there's no need to reach for a defensive end. People talk about we should go defensive end. I disagree.
Not right away, at least.
What if Howard Roseman is doing what we're doing? What if he does go Bijan and JSN?
Then he's thinking the right way.
Could you imagine Devontae Smith, Bijan Robinson, JSN, and AJ Brown?
That is lethal. this world would be in a bind right now. We'd probably be the first team to three-peat.
Yeah, I mean, I and don't put it past Howard Roseman. I mean, he said, "Listen, these are not my words." Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman spoke. I mean, if you listen to his press conference, he said unique and special. I just feel like the Eagles are going to go offense in the first round. I don't think they're going defense. A lot of people think they're going to go defense. I disagree. I think they go best player available for offense. Because I guarantee the Eagles saying to Jalen Hurts, we're going to build around you. You pay a quarterback, you don't just not build around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You build around this kid. And we also got to think about, right? JSN, could he be replacement for a guy like A.J. Brown if he leaves?
He could, but
he also could be a replacement for Quez Watkins.
A.J. Brown has also said he loves to play with Jalen Hurts. He would love that for his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard to get him out of Philly. Unless he plays bad, of course.
Now, here's an interesting thing. Do you think the Falcons would take JSN?
No. They have enough wide receivers. They need to address that pass rush.
I think they take that Clemson defensive end, Murphy. I think they take Murphy.
Split has been complaining about their pass rush for years.
Like at first you would think that 4%, maybe like 30% we take. Now when you look at all the details, what do you think the percentage of taking Bijan is?
90%? Yes.
I don't think I think the only way they don't take Bijan if Jalen Carter is there. I think they fell in love. I think they're falling in love with Bijan. I really do. The fact that Howard Rosen said, what makes us draft you at 10? He said, you're not getting a running back, you're getting a difference maker. That speaks volumes.
It does. Come on, Phillies. Jesus Christ.
The reason Jalen is positioned to sign a big contract because nobody is knowing his ceiling. He's just going to continue to rise. Nick Turner said the team is trending in the direction of hiring Matt Patricia. I'm not a fan of that signing. I'm sorry.
I'm not too high on Matt Patricia either. Yeah, but going back to what Will Duncan said, I am not trading back. There's no way. Unless it's like just a pick, like a pick later, like the 11th pick.
No, because you're not guaranteed that you're going to get him there.
And plus, it would have to be like a team who isn't desperate for running back.
Yes,
I would trade back with a team who is desperate for quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I need the first round pick for this year though.
Yeah.
I'm not trading back if it's not. It needs to be a first round pick.
Could you imagine if we had 3 first rounders this year?
Don't put it past Howard Roseman.
We'd be jumping for joy. Oh my God, we fleeced the Niners. We fleeced the Colts, the Saints, somebody. Man. And what if it happens before the draft? There's only 7 days left.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine if you're Howard Roseman, you're at 10. You got Bijan Robinson, an offensive lineman, and you got a chance to get a best. You got Gibbs. I mean, I'm taking Bijan Robinson. If you got that kid in your building, and you ask him what makes you think we're going to take you at 10, your guy's response was because you're not just getting a running back, you're getting a difference maker.
Yes.
I don't need to be sold anymore. You got it. Because to me, that is a bold statement. You're not getting a playmaker. You're not getting a running back. You're getting a difference maker. Howie Roseman wants a difference maker. Someone that's going to change the game. And that's what Bijan Robinson is. When you watch his tape, he's not just a running back. He is more than just a running back.
Yeah.
He's a guy that can catch out the backfield, be a receiver. Nick Sirianni loves those qualities about running backs. They can do different things, not just run the ball. Can you catch out the backfield? Check. Can you be patient? Check. Are you aggressive with your running style? Check.
Pass blocking. Maybe check.
Yeah.
You gotta look.
Are you confident in how you move? Can you persuade a team to get you? The Bijan Mustard. The running back. I'm not just a running back. I'm a game changer. You're going to get a game changer. I'm sorry, but I don't need to be swayed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That kid is. How do you not want that kid in your building? Those are guys that you want in your building.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of running backs say I'm game changers, but Bijan Robinson, when you turn on this tape, the tape don't lie. Stats might lie, but tape don't lie. You're not going to find another running back like that. And people need to understand this. Yeah, I want to put this up. I mean, I don't know if I can share this to you, but on your Instagram, I don't know if you can pull it up on your screen. But
I can.
all right, I just said it to you. This is what Bijan Robinson said. You're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker. I'm taking him at 10. Screw that.
Yes. The confidence is there. Okay, let's see. Dude.
So, someone just put it this way. Howie, if you don't take draft Bijan out in my life and you wouldn't want to be a murderer, would you? I love that comment. Bro almost said exactly what Hurts said. Ooh, we forgot to mention that. Jalen Hurts did say in his pre-draft, you're not going to get a quarterback, you're going to get a difference maker.
That's crazy.
Bijan, baby.
All right, I got it on screen share.
I want to hear this quote one more time. Let's just say it together.
You're not going to get a running back. You're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker.
It's like my heart just went out my body. That was beautiful. Beautiful. When you hear that quote, what do you think?
I think this guy is separating himself from everybody else. He's on another level as far as everybody else is.
Now keep that quote up there for everybody who said they don't want Bijan. I need y'all to check your posts, because if you don't want that type of guy in your locker room, and let me share this to you. Where you're hiding? Let me share this to you because this just posted.
Mm-hmm.
I want to share this to you because, again, the words of Howie Roseman matters. It's all about what he said. If Howie Roseman said, and we wouldn't be talking about it, if he said this, we're going to keep doing what we do. We're going to build from the trenches. I'll be like, all right, maybe they're taking offensive lineman. But they didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
They said we want a unique, best player available type player. A guy that's going to just be unique. I feel like Bijan Robinson is going to be an Eagle. I have a gut feeling that's their guy. It's just something about him that you just want. It's like Bijan Robinson to me is the best running back in this draft. And I don't care about no Giz. I just think Giz is a good running back. He's a good running back. But when you talk about guys who are difference makers, give me number 5. Give me number 5.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Because you have to find a way to get another running back in here. And I feel like he would bring that juice that you're looking for. Did you find it?
Oh, what was I looking for? My bad. I was paying attention to Phillies again.
I send you a video
on
of what Howard wrote.
Instagram.
Yeah. This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, man. Can't wait to have him here. Here we go. All right. Screen share.
Excuse me. Excuse you, little piggy.
Oh, shit. By himself.
In the first round, obviously, a long time since the franchise. Something that it's your philosophy about running backs in the first round and linebackers, and what would it take for you to take one?
I think the most important thing when you're picking in the first round, certainly when you're picking 10, is that you get a unique player. And I think that there's so few unique players in any draft that if you start picking by position and not based on the quality of the talent, then you get a chance. And so if you pick by position and you pick a player who's not any good, then it's not a good pick anyway. And so I think the most important thing for us here is that we utilize this opportunity to get a unique player for our team. Certainly not planning to be picking at this point in the near future. That doesn't mean, obviously things happen, but we're not planning for that. And so we understand how important it is to get this right. And how do you get it right? Is you make sure you get a unique player. And so I think that if you start saying, hey, we can only get a unique player, but it's got to be this position, you really narrow your options right there. And so just trying to be as open-minded as possible about what that looks like and making sure that whoever we pick is somebody that we think can really impact the game.
Perfect.
Your thoughts of hearing that?
He's going for the now guy. He isn't going for position players who thinks can fit the scheme. He's going for the best available player. I mean,
which opens up for guys like JSN and Bijan Robinson.
We are basically, saying
we're one piece away from winning. They're going for a guy that's going to be able to get us back to a Super Bowl.
Basically saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the fact that this came out that Bijan Robinson went to the Eagles is starting to make sense. I would not be surprised the Eagles start moving up. Because maybe he doesn't sit at 10. Maybe you got to move up a little bit. Remember we had to move up for Devontae Smith?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was going to stay at 10. I feel like there's going to be a trade coming where we move up to 7. And I feel like the Eagles are going to go after Bijan. After hearing that, I don't think it's defense. I think it's a running back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I just heard that clip. And I just heard the Eagles say, we're not going for just needs. We're going for guys who are best player available and unique type players.
Yes.
That was his words, not mine. Usually the Eagles say we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go for trenches, and we're going to go for the best guys that are going to fit a scheme. We're going to go for trenches guys. He didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
He said best player available.
Yeah.
So it sounds like to me Bijan. That's what it sounds like to me.
Uh-huh.
I think they love Bijan's character. I feel like that he has the perfect character that they want in Philadelphia.
I agree.
He has a positive attitude. And that adds to his violent running. Nick Sirianni loves those running games. Those running backs who could do everything. So, I mean, to me, when you look at it, the Eagles got I feel like that if you don't take Bijan, there's something wrong with you. Because if you're saying best...
Whoa. What the hell happened to Eagles, champ? I told you this mic was screwing up.
I'm back, bitch.
It's good to be back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, I listened to Howie Rose's press conference, and I just see a guy that it's not going to go for guys that are offensive linemen or defense. To me, this sounds like the guy. If he's the best player available, we're taking him. I mean, I feel like Bijan Robinson is on their board, and I think it's high.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's high. I feel like Bijan Robinson is their guy.
Yes.
And I feel like that they're going to move up and take him. I don't think they're staying at 10.
I think we will. I think he'll fall in our laps. I think he'll fall in our hands, and that's our perfect opportunity to get him. I don't think we risked going up higher.
I mean, it's just, excuse you, little piggy. Uh, dude, like Bijan is so talented, dude.
He is.
And I just feel like it would not make sense for you to draft an offensive lineman. You don't need him now. Go out and get a running back to help Jalen Hurts. Take the loads off Jalen Hurts.
Exactly. You want to wait till later for that type of stuff.
Yeah. And yesterday you were not high on Bijan, but now you see why we need him.
Yeah. I was one of those people that were saying, let's get defense first because we don't really need a running back.
Well, what made you change your mind? Can I ask that question?
It wasn't just the highlights. It was the fact that you were putting out some good points. Take the load off of Jalen Hurts. And I really thought, this could help out our defense. I'm thinking about our defense too. We need to stay off the field as long as possible. We don't need our defense on the field so often.
Mm-hmm. And you got 2 first-round picks. You can draft a corner, and there's going to be corners that, listen, no one is talking about, but I think Cam Smith drops in the 2nd round. Nobody is talking about him. They talk about Gonzalez. Some of these corners are going to fall in the 2nd round. I'm looking at a guy in the 2nd round like DJ Turner from Michigan.
Wow.
Or I'm looking at a safety from Ohio State. There's so many safeties in this draft, and there's so many corners in this draft. You don't need to reach for one.
Yeah.
We can draft a running back and still get a good defensive end.
Got him.
Whether it's a trade or a draft.
Got him looking. Go Phillies.
Huh?
I say got him looking. Go Phillies.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, my Orioles are winning too. So, beautiful day.
Nationals again?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. But it's like when I hear all this, it does not seem like they're just going for guys that needs. They're going for guys that are wants.
Y'all aren't playing today.
Oh yeah, they're not playing today. They're playing tomorrow. 7:05.
Y'all got
Tigers.
Oh yeah.
We got the Tigers.
Okay.
But like again, man, like it's just crazy. Like a lot of people are scared to draft a running back. And I get it. It's not the popular pick.
Yeah.
But I feel like that you got to take him. I like his attitude, though. I'm not just a running back. I'm a game changer. It speaks volume. And the fact that he was in their building and the Buccaneers building, no one else, everybody Zoom called him, something different. That maybe he does slip to us.
Yeah.
And that would be good because if you want to give us an extra present, then that's fine.
I can't believe this, man. This all goes back to fleecing the Saints last year, man.
Just imagine fleecing the Saints and getting a top 10, top 5 running back in the draft.
The picks that they gave us last year is going to affect everything to next year. It's going to this year. It's going to affect next year because we still have some picks from them for next year.
Yo, imagine next year we get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh my God! Oh yes. Oh man, now you're wet dreaming.
Instead of getting JSN, we get Bijan this year, and the following year we get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh yes.
Just Quez Watkins I think he gets traded in the draft. I don't think he stays. I think he gets traded. I know a lot of people don't think he's going to get. They say they believe in Quez Watkins. We heard Howie Roseman. He said they believe in him, but I don't think they do. Because if they believe in him, they wouldn't give him competition.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like they don't believe in him enough. Like to me, it's like the Philadelphia Eagles don't believe in Howard Roseman. Like I feel like the Eagles are going to take Bijan, and I feel like because they said the same thing about they asked about Jalen Carter. You know what he said? Exact words are, "We rely on Dom and DeCerto for things like this. Every decision is unique to a player." So it looks like they're not really interested in drafting him.
Oh boy.
You know, so it's like I didn't see them bringing Jalen Carter in for. I didn't see them asking what makes you think we should draft Jalen Carter. They didn't ask that.
Yeah.
It's Bijan.
Bijan.
Bijan Mustard.
Bijan must.
He cuts the mustard in Philadelphia.
Bijan for the Bijan.
So this is what Howard Roseman said. I think this is very interesting because it goes all back to what I've been saying. Like, here we go right here. I want you to read this if you can.
Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni mentioned that they are really doing 2 draft classes onto the team next year. Fuck, he struck out. Jordan, Cam, and N'Kobe did play, but they were all behind veterans.
Yeah, I mean,
And now,
but when you heard the first line, it's not all about next year. It's all about this year too. They want a guy that can start right away.
yeah, they're thinking about next year too. Don't get me wrong, though.
They are. But they got a next year first round pick too.
Yeah.
We got two. The people forgot we got another first rounder next year.
God, Phillies, you fucking suck. Beasley ground out.
I think it's beautiful that people are so mad about Bijan Robinson because that means we're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. And it's coming from within our own fan base too. People hating the.
Yeah. I don't know why you. I mean, I get it. It's not a popular pick
because everybody's so worried about defense too, and I was too. Just.
But when you watch this kid play, you see why we want him. I mean, you don't usually draft a running back, and I'm not saying it's normal, but when you have a good team around you, that's when you draft a running back. Running backs are meant for good teams. When you need the extra piece away from a win in the Super Bowl, right? They're like that. They're like that. They're like that brand new headphones. When you have everything you want, you already paid your bills, you already have everything like that. You can get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go out for needs. You can get what you want. You got a good offensive line for many years. You know, the only one you need to replace Lane Johnson, but you can do that next year. There's going to be offensive linemen next year in this draft. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a running back is good when you are ready to win now, and the Eagles are ready to win now. I don't know why people think that we were bad last year.
Fuck. Oh boy, he did it again. Having technical difficulties, sir.
Yeah. You keep laughing, man. I'll throw this phone at you.
It's that Helga laugh.
You can share that clip. I'll play it for you.
Oh no, I can't. I gotta save that for my own shows.
No, don't worry. You can share it on mine. I don't mind.
No.
Bijan Robinson. Oh man, I want some honey, Bijan.
Would you sleep with Bijan?
Fuck no, you gay ass person.
Why not?
That's a man, you dip. What is wrong with you? But if I had a girlfriend, I'd let her sleep with him.
Ooh. Interesting.
Just playing.
Interesting.
This is what Nick Sani said. Here, let me share this to you about Jalen Hurts. I was trying to share this to you. Look at the last part of it right here. Share this real quick because I think it's interesting. We have a lecture of building around him.
On Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Come on, messages. Stop slowing me down. There we go.
John Clark did report this.
I was juiced. Jalen and I have a great relationship. Let's see. I need to stop all these messages from coming in.
Your laptop sucks.
Share screen. There we go. And the Rockies get a go. God damn it. They got a double. I was juiced. Jalen and I have a great relationship, says Nick Sirianni on Jalen Hurts' contract. By doing it when we did and working together, for us, it's about having flexibility around him, and Jalen recognized that. We get a chance to plan and build around him. Quote,
How do you build around him, Wayhine?
you give him more weapons.
And what's a weapon that we could give him?
A running back that won't fumble the football and can catch out. Pretty much do everything.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
You see why we need him now?
Yep.
I feel like we already know what Howie Roseman's going to do.
Yes, sir.
I feel like Bijan's going to be an Eagle. I feel it in my bones.
And also, they're kind of digging into the Eagles' pass here and looking at how Donovan McNabb wasn't given any weapons and how they can learn from that experience too.
Mm-hmm. You think defense helps Jalen Hurts? Because I don't.
Somewhat.
It's somewhat, but
I think offense can really benefit him and get him to the next level.
Not just offense, but another weapon, whether it's JSN, or running back.
Well, offense is more weapons, but still, yeah, running back does help.
I mean, the Eagles are definitely going to draft defense, but I think they go in later rounds to do that. I feel like this is the year they build around Jalen Hurts. There's some years where we build around the defense, we go out and we get offense, but I feel like this is the year we really take us next step to help Jalen Hurts out.
I agree.
This is what I think they wanted to do with Carson. They just didn't believe in him. They believe in Jalen Hurts, and if they believe in the guy, they will build around him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine. Now imagine this. What if we draft a tight end in the first round to help Jalen Hurts out?
No, I don't think so. I like our guy Dallas Goedert. I like Calcaterra. We know he needs work. Tight end, no. We're set at tight end. This time I actually think we're set at tight end.
Yeah, I agree. Because I hear people talk about we should draft a tight end.
That's ridiculous. Whoever said that.
When we pull it up.
I'm ready to have my eyes bleed.
I'm not drafting no runner. I'm not drafting no tight end. I'm about to say running back. I'm drafting.
That's ridiculous.
That's distasteful.
Unless you need like a third tight end on this team, you wait for the later rounds. That's a strike. Woo! Get out of this inning.
What's up, Bird Gang?
What's up, Bird Gang?
So let me pull this up. Ellis Sherpark just put this out. Again, man, Bijan, your answer, you're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker. Let me pull this up. Let's go to Ellis Sherpark. How Roseman on his pre-draft visit. Why do I need to take you at no 10? Bijan, answer. You're not going to get a running back. You're going to get a difference maker. That was exactly what Jalen Hurts' pitch answer to the Eagles in 2020. Ooh, just so excited thinking about it. Jalen Hurts probably told him to say that.
Yep. Like, this is how you answer to the media.
Just, just in him and just in green. I feel like I gotta share this to you, Way Hot. Here's the picture of what needs to happen. Ready? Let's
Yeah.
put this trademark on a page right here. It's right here. Draft 5.
All right, hold up. Oh,
Draft
right.
5.
There we go. All right, let me screen share that real quick.
Draft 5, baby. Looks so good in Eagles green too.
Well, I keep thinking about McNabb, yo. I can't help that.
Draft 5, baby. I like this picture a lot more. I like this picture a lot. This is my favorite picture right here. It's so cartoonish, but I like it right here. This one right here, it's my favorite one right here.
You know you can scrap. Never mind.
Oh, I know I can screen on my IG.
I was about to say, like, dude, he got me working so hard.
Yeah, supposed to.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll stop if you want me to.
It'll have you stop paying attention to the Phillies where you're hiding. Ah, fuck.
The Phillies suck anyway. Sorry.
One swing and we already got it out.
So, hold on.
I like it being kind of cartoonish.
You do?
Yeah, it shows a little bit of creativity.
Hey, hold up. Let's go to Twitter real quick. Let's pull up Howard Rose's press conference. I want to hear. You want to hear Howard Rose's press conference at Nick Sonney's full press conference? Let's hear it. I think that'd be cool.
Yes.
I feel like that we got to get a real say what they were trying to say. Let's see. Hold up. All right, let's pull that up. All right, there we go. Here you go. That's really it, though. I know you probably missed this, so here. There you go. Turn down the music.
Oh my god, I gotta
to
stretch my
guys
legs.
and make.
There you go. And shout out to the Eagles for doing this. YouTube don't copyright us. We're just doing this for educational purpose. I feel like I gotta say this.
Yep.
There we go.
Hey guys.
So,
Girls.
did you guys hire Matt Patricia?
Yeah, I know that was a
Hey, he
report
asked him
out
the first
that-
question,
that-
did
that
you hire
was
Matt
said,
Patricia?
and we're trending in that direction. It's nothing's final yet, and we're trending in that direction, and so we'll see how that progresses, but it's trending in that direction. Yes.
Let me trending in that direction.
Yeah.
Did you hire me?
it's
Yes or
trending in
no?
that direction. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. You go through, like you do with anything, you go through and you talk to guys and make sure everybody's comfortable with it. I had conversations with Slay. Obviously, I had conversations with Coach Patricia, and I know that that it will be a good working relationship for us when that happens.
What can Matt Patricia offer to this team once it does
Matt
happen?
Patricia.
Yeah, obviously his resume speaks for itself. his resume speaks for itself. It gives you a great mind in there that's done it at the highest level, and so it gives you great ability to bounce ideas off of with the defensive staff.
What happened to the volume?
Huh?
What happened to the volume?
Yeah, I think you got to give tremendous credit to Jalen.
Is it good?
Nicole Lynn,
Better.
the people internally, Jake Rosenberg, Bryce Johnson, really just the way that everyone kind of made an effort to do this in a way that was really win-win. I think it's a heck of a deal for Jalen. I think it's a heck of a deal for the Eagles, and I think those are really the best kind of deals. And really, when I think about Jalen here, there's so many people deserve a lot of credit for where we are right now. It starts with Jalen and his work ethic and his determination. From the first day we drafted him, he had a vision of what kind of player he's going to be, and then just everyone who's been around him, who's rallied around him, and it's a great story. We're certainly not at the end of the story. I think we're really at the beginning of the story, but just really excited about doing this together with him and having him a part of this team and having that done in a way that really worked out well for both sides.
Did you ever get involved in the process?
Yeah, in the negotiations of the contract? No.
What was your reaction? In terms of,
I got the deal.
they never wanted this guy or not?
Jalen?
Yeah,
obviously I wanted him.
And Jeffy actually wanted to be here. He wanted to be here too.
So, no, that's not my job.
What was your reaction?
I was juiced. I was excited. Yeah. Obviously, Jalen and I have a great relationship, and as a player and player to coach, I really value those relationships that we have, and obviously his play has spoken for itself. So getting a guy that one of my favorite things, Jeff, is, and I felt like when I left Indy, I missed out on this. There was a lot of guys that signed contracts in Indy after I left. I'm like, man, I always really like that part of it where guys get awarded for what they've done, and I'm able to be there for them and be happy for them and still be able to coach them. And so that's kind of how I felt. Like, yeah, I guess we've signed a couple guys since I've 2 long-term deals since I've been here. But
four last year.
That was special.
The season.
It was special.
The other thing about it too is I think and this probably goes without saying, but the fact that Jeffrey was willing to do this and commit to it and give us the support to do it and the green light to do it, a year early, this kind of contract and the trust that he had, not only in us, but how excited he was to do it with Jalen. And, because that's hard to do. You're doing it early. You're doing it a year early. You obviously have the tag. You have all these things at your disposal. And him recognizing, that this was the best thing to do for this team and this franchise. So, just him doing that, him trusting us to do a deal that made sense on both sides, he deserves tremendous amount of credit. Yeah, I think that's part of the deal, that by doing it at the time we did, and being able to work together to do things that were important to them and important to us. And for us, it's about flexibility around him. This is the ultimate team game, and he needs to have talented people around him. And Jalen recognized that, Nicole recognized that.
A lot of praise for Jalen Hurts.
Huh? You said what?
Oh, I said a lot of praise for Hurts.
But did you hear what Howard Rosa said? We got to get people around him.
Yep.
You know what that means, baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bijan! Bijan! No, I'm playing.
But hey, man, I have to go.
Huh?
I have to go.
Gotta go
Hey,
where?
I had to go to the store get something to eat. I'm kind of hungry, my guy.
My bad, bet to get low. So yeah. But this has been fun, man. Been fun talking to you, and we're gonna be hopefully talk about Bijan Robinson in the Eagles uniform.
Oh yeah, and expect to see us a little bit more often, folks. Peace.